dragon does a barrel roll, flaming all the way, creating a spiral of flame behind him. And as he stabilizes, he looks over towards the party in the window, and he gives you a wink and banks off.
Marlo just shit his pants.
Hello.
Marlo has never seen a dragon. Marlo just went.
Where's the big pyramid? I'm gonna buzz the tower.
Okay, Maverick.
What you need is Kelly McGuinness asking you, but I was inverted. Okay, I will permit you to use of 6 golem. Please do not damage them. They are quite expensive. I'm sure you are aware of that.
I know how to take care of my kind.
Oh, salty!
Right. That one's going to cost you.
Oh no!
Said it very quietly.
No, you didn't.
Oh, let's get to D&D, and we are live. So, say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Right, we can turn off that's my auxiliary mic. I don't need that one on. Okay. Okay, we are back. We've had a couple of weeks off. A couple of us have been ill. Sam is currently still being ill, so she'll hopefully join us shortly. But it's been a while. So, bit of a recap. Our party was exploring the mines as they've been tasked to do so by the history monks. They're going in to retrieve an artifact, a clock spring made out of a very special metal, which they will find out about in due course. They have been navigating the mines, exploring. Everything has been perfectly pristine because the Roombas have been busy keeping everything nice and clean. Mr. Pump, being a sanitation master himself, is very much in approval. But last episode, they came across 2 things. One was the body of a dwarf that was sealed inside a storage room. Turns out he'd sealed himself in. A ring of candles around him that had basically burned themselves out, and a symbol smeared on the wall in blood. They did a little bit of investigation, moved on through the tunnels, got lost again, and eventually found what effectively was the older of the Grag chambers. A huge natural cavern with a crevice right in the center of it, and looking down over the edge they could see basically a river of lava many hundreds of meters below them. There was a little bridge that went across, like a natural stone bridge, and they could also have gone around the edge of the cavern if they'd chosen to. At the other side of this cavern they found a dais, like a throne area, where 3 cushions had been laid out at slightly elevated heights, one of which was for the Grag himself to be seated upon. Now, all this has been abandoned many years ago. It's not in use, but this is where the Grags originally sat. And these are the upper levels, the oldest parts of the mines. And as they dig down, the dwarves would create new levels, and that's ultimately where our players are trying to get to, the newest and deepest parts of the mine. But they found something interesting behind the Grag throne. There was a symbol almost smeared on the smooth stone of what looked like an eye with a little tail. And that was, let's say, that's not something that they want to see. No, that was bad. Do I have this? I have a marker. I'm going to redraw it because I don't know where the post-it note went.
Sounding something like we don't want to behold.
They were basically seeing this symbol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it kind of looks like an eye with a tail. That was positioned, like smeared on the ground, maybe in grease, maybe in some food, maybe in something. There was no dust on the ground. There's no sand or debris. The Roombas have kept everything pristine. But that had been placed behind the throne. And when our bard, Mark, sat down on the cushion... Oh, that was a bad idea. When Mark sat down on that cushion, he experienced something. A voice inside his head. Unfortunately, one of the many voices inside Mark's head. So that brings us to episode 34 of The Birth of Dragon's Fire, which has now been renamed to The Ballad of Mr. Pump. How is the ballad writing going, Eric?
It's going.
I mean, we can have Mr. Pump get a guitar made up, and you can start composing.
Guitar made of stone or clay? I don't know.
Well, you need strings.
I mean, I do have a lute, I believe, in my inventory that I could give you.
So
it'd be a very slow song, that's for sure.
I think everybody who's watched these episodes on Twitch or live or even on YouTube will know by now that I run the same campaign at a local club. And in the club, one of my players, he's a DM himself, but he's playing a bard, and he took it upon himself to document the adventures of our players in a ballad. And he's been writing for every block, every 6 weeks that we play in the campaign, he's writing verses for this great ballad. He's also written all of his own spells as musical ditties. So he'll perform a little musical act, and that's how he does his spellcasting. His ballad so far for the campaign is over 96 verses. And he's still got 20 sessions worth to catch up on. Now, because he committed so much time to doing just that, and Andy, if you are watching this, you know what I mean. You know who you are. If he performs the ballad at the table in whole, it creates a grand summoning. So it's actually it's actually a special form of spellcasting that the DM gods have granted him. Him and I have been through it. He's used it twice in the campaign, but he's only for every 6. How much did we do? 3 verse blocks, a 3 verse stanza, and for every 6 of those, so for every 18 verses he performs, something will happen. And the more he performs, the stronger and bigger the effect will become. And I mean, I think all of you guys here are familiar with Final Fantasy VII. You know of Knights of the Round. Well, that's what he's getting. So for every 18 verses he performs, one of those knights is summoned. Now, it's not the Final Fantasy knights. They are the personal guard of King Olaf, whose tomb you robbed underneath the underneath the temple in Ankh-Morpork. So one of King Olaf's one of the dragon riders will appear as a spectral form, and its attack has certain different status effects which coincide. It's almost like I planned this, which coincide with the. I don't know if you guys remember, but when you had the 7 statues in the king's tomb and you had to put the crown on the right head, the status effects coincide with that. So he's got a grand summons. Unfortunately, when he was doing some construction work over last summer, he lost his D&D notebook. Including...
I gotta use the bathroom.
No problem, Mark. He lost his D&D notebook, which has all the ballads written down, so he's been desperately tearing the house upside down trying to find it. Because some of it he's got electronically, because he prints off his own spell cards, so he's got his verses written on the spell cards. But the ballad is just in a notebook, which he has hand-bound himself. I might lend him a
Okay,
quill.
somebody's an overachiever. Like, this is.
To me, this proves that he's heavily invested in the campaign.
Yeah, well, clearly.
He's the only player that's been in the campaign since episode 1.
Yeah.
And I'm playing in his campaign at the moment, which ends in, I think we're 3 weeks in, and then my campaign restarts because our club does 6-week blocks to break up the year, and I do 1 block on and 2 blocks off because most of my players are DMs, and then when my game is running, there's nobody left to run games at the club, so the club isn't earning any money. Popularity problems. Go figure. Right, we shall start with our prologue, episode 34. Mark, hopefully you can still hear us, because this directly affects you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm listening. I just muted my mic.
Yes, we don't need to hear the flush. So, episode 34. What is this? The creature swam through the mines. It had seen thousands of mines since the universe began, but there was something strange about this one. Of course, no 2 mines are alike. The creature was old, although it would be more accurate to say that it had existed for a long time. When, at the start of all things, the primordial clouds of mind had collapsed into gods and demons and souls of all levels, it had been there amongst those who had never drifted close to a major accretion. So it had entered the universe aimlessly, without task or affiliation, a scrap of being blown free, fitting in where it could, searching for the right kind of mine to occupy. A complicated kind of thought, we could say. Currently, that is to say, for the past 10,000 years, it had found work as superstition. And now it was in this strange, dark place. It was cold. There was movement. The place was alive. And for a moment, just then, it had sensed an open door. A spasm of rage and confusion that it could use. But just as it leapt to take advantage, something had grabbed it and flung it away. Strange. With a flick of its tail, it disappeared into the corridor. Elsewhere on the disc, there exists a huge Gothic manor, made entirely of black stone. Inside its furnishings, also black, tables, chairs, crockery, even the curtains. Like an old 80s furniture catalogue, but with less charm and glass. It was midnight cool. Death sat in his chair, black, by the fireplace, also black, gazing at the flickering flames, blue, not black. His empty eye sockets.
So it's black and blue?
His empty eye sockets suddenly focused in a metaphysical kind of way. What was that? Squeak?
Blue on black.
I sense something not right. Squeak? No, this is different. Old. Squeak? There is no need to be childish. I must investigate. Death Rose stalked to the door, picking up his scythe and sheathing his sword. Squeak! Very well, we shall investigate. The blades looked blue and shimmering, no thinner than a beam of moonlight. And Binky was already waiting outside, also restless. Squeak? No, you are right. We have not yet visited the milkman. I'd hoped that this would not have been required. I'd hoped this was not the time. Squeak. Yes, time to assemble the others. We may soon have to ride out. And so, you find yourselves in the old throw room. Mark is, Marlowe is back awake. You've been snapped out of your reverie. And Mr. Pump is currently holding you like a giant teddy bear up in the air, just with your legs dangling.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. I'm good. You can put me down, not on the cushion.
Not on the cushion. Said almost like about to set you down the cushion. Whoop.
Mr. Pump thinking, "Oh, cuddle, cuddle, squishy
Hey,
cuddle
what
with
happened
lots of
last time you
crunching
did
and
that?
red stuff everywhere. Big squishy cuddles."
Was interesting.
So you are in the oldest of the throne rooms.
And there are doorways behind us, behind the throne rooms. I couldn't remember.
There are two little alcoves behind on either side of the throne area. You'd investigated those last time.
Okay.
Mostly just storage areas, now completely empty. Essentially, anything that was left behind, the Roombas have cleared away.
Clean. Right.
Absorbed it, digested it, cogitated it. If it's not bolted down, they've probably pinched it or eaten it.
Yeah.
But you still have a couple of options, and you still need to find your way down.
Mm.
Yeah.
So there was no doorways or anything like that around the outside of the cavern?
There was only the two doorways behind the throne area that led into the storage spaces. The little ledge that went all the way around the cavern led directly to those storage spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, only the Grags would cross the bridge, or anybody seeking audience with the Grags would be allowed across the bridge.
All right. So there is okay. So this.
But this is as, shall we say, as fortified as a position as you've seen in the mine so far. There's only one way in and one way out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, the rooms you came through were two audience rooms or waiting areas lined with stone pews. So that would have been for any visitors or anybody beseeching the Grags for favours or judgments would be waiting there until they were admitted. There was one room that acted as almost a changing area where higher ranking dwarves could change out of their work robes into their ceremonial or dress robes, and that would have had essentially lockers on the back wall. I think you bypassed that room actually, but that was one of the rooms. And then you've got the ante-room that you came through from, which did have a couple of other exits that you hadn't investigated yet. Wondering if this will still work? Yes, you're still not permitted to see them out.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Discord.
Yes, the automatic green screen.
Mm.
Sounds like we have to backtrack to the
Yeah.
initially.
Or should I just start punching walls and see if we can make our own path?
Well, I mean, if you were to make a mess, that might summon the Roombas.
That's a good
Question is,
point.
how long would they take to get here?
Is there one nearby?
You don't know. You haven't seen one since the original encounter with them.
Right.
But who knows? They might just kind of appear out from the ceiling. And what happened? What happened the last time that happened?
I know
Yeah.
I avoided them. I was like, no, let's just keep moving. That was your other party that decided to attack the Roombas.
But it was
And
this
yes,
party that decided to attack one of Pharaoh's wives.
Listen, we have to keep going back to that. Like,
That was before my time.
Stand and be judged.
And
That
we are
voice still
200,
wrecks my throat.
200 feet above the lava pits.
Many hundreds of meters above the lava. So you're at a guess. When you looked over the edge, all you could see was a dull glow from below. So at a guess, I would say you're about half a mile up from the lava flow. So
We
we're
cannot
talking
see
many,
any-
many hundreds of meters, stroke hundreds of yards.
Right. So then we don't see any other platforms around the edges of the glow.
You weren't I think you did investigation rolls, but you didn't see anything. This is just a straight drop down into the lava. Perhaps for those who were judged against whatever the Grags recommended.
Enough.
It's like, no thank you. Sorry, you want to do what with your cousin? No.
all right. So,
Whose cow was it to begin with?
so we're backing out of the throne room. What I really wish I could have kept up with the map.
Unless there has something to do with like the storage rooms. If there's like a secret door or something like there.
Do you want to go and investigate?
Why not?
Yeah, I'll go and investigate one of the storage rooms.
Okay, so where you've got the dais for the Grags to be seated at the back corner of the dais, there are two archways, each one leading down a narrow corridor to the storage rooms. You want to split up, or are you doing it one at a time?
I'll take the other one. You want?
I think it's not a horror movie.
I'll be right back.
Should I wait outside? Should I?
Should you stay or should you go?
Never split up the group.
That. Are they right next to each other, or do you have to take like a?
Well, he said they're
Well,
next
okay,
to
so
one.
if you imagine the actual area that the Grags are setting on is about the size of a tennis court.
Yeah.
The platform and their cushions are at the front edge.
Right.
At the back edge, against the back of the court, there are two archways, one in each corner. Both of those archways have a little corridor that lead through to the storage rooms in the back.
I'll go with the bard, since he just had his little episode, just in case anything goes
Sideways.
awry. Yeah.
And the cleric
Okay.
and the rogue can go the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, do you want left or right?
I'll go right.
Okay. You and Mr. Pump head down the right-hand corridor. You can hear clunk, clunk, clunk behind you as Bun Bun follows you down.
Right.
You proceed down for about maybe 5 minutes. The entire length of the corridor is about 40 or 50 yards, but it seems to be taking you a little bit longer. Something in the back of your mind is, I don't want to be here. Eventually, the space opens up into a large room. This is about the size of like a small church hall. You can see along the walls there is stone racking. Not shelving, but this is actually carved into the stone face to give it the look of shelving. All the shelves are completely empty. There are a couple of intact crates on one side of the room. Well, the back wall as you walk in, but the left and right walls have all the shelves kind of carved in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing the French catacombs.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'll go look at the thing, check the crates.
Well, the dwarven stonework is considerably better than the French.
Oh, clearly.
Everything is perfectly smooth, mirror polished, perfect 90-degree corners. You could cut yourself if you ran your finger along the edge of the shelf. It is that masterworked. However, the ceiling above you is not worked. It is raw stone.
Okay.
So this may have been originally a cave in its own right, and they've just squared up the edges and smoothed off the sides. So the only thing in that side are a couple of crates and what looks like a barrel.
Go look at the crates in the barrel.
Okay, these are sealed, which is why the Roombas probably haven't touched them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Any writing on them?
Not that you can read.
It's not in Dwarvish?
It's in Dwarvish runes, but these are very
Yeah.
old Dwarven runes.
Okay. So
This is a little different from the mine signs or the carvings that you've seen elsewhere in the mine, which was more generic Dwarvish, talking about the Dwarven history. This seems to be almost like written in abbreviations.
Gotcha.
The symbols look right, but they don't seem to make out a word.
Take a look at the barrel. Same thing, or
Same thing on the barrel.
Barrel full of monkeys.
Be a barrel full of dead monkeys if it was.
Mike, I'm still getting that feeling of I don't want to be here. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Are you opening the crates or the barrel?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. Trying to open the crates.
Okay. Are you using knife blade? Because I don't know if you're carrying crowbars in your packs.
Let me double check. I think I have.
Do my hands count as crowbars?
Your hands count as wrecking balls.
Oh, I do. I have a crowbar.
Okay.
Oh.
Crowbar and a hammer.
Okay, you pry up
As
the.
Mr. Pump has his arm raised, about to smash one up. No.
Oh,
Okay.
gently.
Marlowe has a go at one of the tops of the crates. You see that it's been hammered in with some very interestingly shaped nails. They're almost like this weird zigzag pattern along the edge of the nail. You know, the crinkle cut ones that we call screws.
Oh.
Not auger
Good
nail.
old crinkle cut nails.
Inside,
Surprisingly enough, I have a crowbar in my inventory too.
inside the barrel, you find what looks like leather clothing. It is very, very high quality. And the moment you touch it, it turns to dust.
Ooh.
So it's been in there, A, a long time, and B, is not magical.
Right.
Before it desiccated itself, it appeared to be a thick leather, almost like a full hide, and looked like to be a long jerkin of some sort.
Mhm.
You can see a cutout for a neckline, and you can see cutouts on either side for the sleeves. But as soon as you kind of reached in to pick it up, it just turned to dust.
Yeah, that's some dry skin.
Yeah, that's some real desiccation. And
Yeah, I've got some cream for that shit.
no, I can't even try to mend that stuff.
Eric, do you want to? Are you having a look at crates or maybe one of the barrels?
Yeah, I can take a look at the barrel. Or barrels.
Okay.
There.
Mr. Pump picks up the barrel and unscrews the lid, tearing the wood off at the top. Inside what is left, inside what is now left of a broken barrel, you see a red sludge
Delicious.
at the bottom of the barrel. So it looks like whatever has been in here has eventually evaporated.
You're not going to whine about it, are you?
Should I be glad that I have no sense of smell, or
What does it smell like to me?
It doesn't smell like anything. It's been there a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Pop moves across, picks up another barrel, and unscrews the top, splintering the wood all the way around the top of the barrel. Peeks inside, and you see residue that looks like some form of clear, transparent grease.
Mm-hmm. Transparent grease. Okay.
What?
Is it Vaseline?
Probably what it's
the
turned
red-
into.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost
jelly.
want to touch the red sludge, but I'm like very leery considering the last time I sat down on something, I had a not so very pleasant experience.
Touch with your eyes, not with your fingers.
Yeah, and the cleric's in the other room.
I know that's the thing, and so is the rogue, the one.
Well, I'm not sure if the rogue has the antidote on her.
I'm guessing you guys have used kerosene or paraffin oil before for like camping lamps, things like that.
Yeah.
Kerosene being highly refined, when it evaporates off, it doesn't leave any particular residue behind.
Right.
But if you were looking at a more crude version of a fuel oil,
Yeah.
Vaseline could be what's left.
Yeah.
Red stuff.
Is Okay. Is this useful in any way?
I mean, Bun Bun's Mecca might be able to make use of it, but you don't.
Right,
you
that's
don't know
what I was
what.
thinking.
You don't. You've got no idea what the composition is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no
Are there more
checks,
barrels to check?
There's a couple more crates which Marlowe is already kind of prying his way into.
Mm-hmm.
One of them looks like it held various types of dwarven boots, ceremonial, lots of metal banding and metal plates that would have been riveted onto the leather. Again, the moment you touch them, the leather just disappears to dust, but leaves behind the metal. In another crate, there is what looks like it's not gold. It's not shiny enough to be gold. It's yellow coloured, but a little bit dull with age.
Okay.
And it appears to be a very ornate necklace made up of big rectangular plates linked together with chain links.
Scale mail. A crude form of scale mail.
Yeah.
Now, this does appear to be a necklace to be worn around the neck. It may be some indication of office or status.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I go to pick it up. Does it disintegrate in my hands?
Nope, this is dwarven made metal. The moment you pick it up, you notice that all the dirt and discoloration just falls off it.
Interesting.
And it is sparkling and shiny as potentially as the day it was made.
Oh,
Impressive.
Most impressive.
You're gonna put it on.
no, I am not gonna put. I am going to. Like, ooh,
You know, Sam is have it already on her neck.
I
No, it
am
would be
going-
straight in the bag of holding for later. And then she'd forget about it.
I want to cast. I want to take a minute and cast Identify on it.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the room of note? Is it just the barrels and crates, or does it look like Brian said, like there might be a hidden passageway or anything like that?
I need an investigation roll for that.
Yeah, of course. Which is going to be awful.
It's only like a -1, isn't it?
-3, 7.
Ooh.
With a 7, you just about managed to find the empty shelves.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark. What are you trying to identify?
I am. Seeing as the dust came off it like clean, I'm assuming this is magical, so I'm trying to identify its. What's the word? What's that?
What school of magic it is?
School of magic, and perhaps if it. Yeah, the school of magic, and what it perhaps what its purpose as a necklace would be.
Okay, are you casting that as a spell or as a ritual?
Spell. Just taking
Okay.
the 1 minute.
Okay, make sure you take the damage for that. Yeah, nearly forgot. Is it level 1?
Yeah, level 1.
Level 1's a d4.
1d4, okay. At 1 point, okay.
Okay. You cast the spell. The spell gives you no reading whatsoever. This is not a magical item. It is, however, upon closer investigation, would be considered masterwork plus. Because this is dwarven craftsmanship. And this is some of the most exquisite dwarven craftsmanship you've ever seen. Because the closer you look, the more detail you see in the designs. Now, to give you an example, you've seen the kind of square Greek key design elsewhere in the mines. That's geometric designs are a standard for dwarven artistry. Well, the Greek key that runs around each of these plates is cut in multiple levels, almost like the groove in a record would be cut. And what you thought was just an outline, as you look closer, you can see several stepped outlines going deeper and deeper into the metal, all perfectly crisp and perfectly preserved.
But we're going to hold on to this. Definitely going to hold on to this because this could be useful at some point.
Tomb robbers! Bun Bun comes clunking into the room behind you. You hear a ping as his sonar system scans the room.
Right. I forgot he had that.
He clunks over to the back wall where Marlowe is kind of bent over one of these crates holding a piece of metal. And he sends out another ping straight towards the back wall. You see the mech reach forward and scrape his hand down the smooth stone wall. And as he does that, bits of, can best be described as plaster, come away from the wall. And you see behind it very, very intricate carvings in the actual stone face of this space. As he continues kind of wiping away it's almost like a skim coat of plaster that's been placed over the back wall to conceal these carvings. But as he wipes away at it all, you can see a very similar design that you'd seen in the Great Room where you first met the Roombas. There is a depiction of the three Grags sat upon their dais. Below that, you've got almost like a tree diagram showing the hierarchy within the mine.
Right.
And then below that, you've got the miners and then depictions of the miners actually doing their work. The question is why was it covered up?
Right.
Brian, you are in the other side of the room.
Yep.
You proceed down the tunnel with the rogue, and you find a very similar looking space. A large room about the size of a small church hall, shelves carved into the rock face on either side, and on the back wall you can see what looks like stoneware containers.
Like caphonic jars?
No, these are bigger. These are jars, but these are maybe about full height of a dwarf, so maybe 3 feet, a meter tall. And they all have some kind of lids or caps on them. And from here you can see that some of those lids have been wax melted into place.
So there's a good chance some of the stuff that's in it is still preserved.
Could be. There does appear to be writing on the outside of these stoneware containers.
Question is, do I want to try doing a spell on those?
I mean, the question is, do you really want to find out what a 1,000-year-old pickle smells like?
Maybe I do.
I'm sure it's still edible.
Really whacked out on a fermented pickle.
So not very fresh. Not very fresh.
It's not scrumbone, is it? Open it up and everybody throws up.
Oh,
Okay, I'll go over to one of the jars and proceed to try taking the lid off it.
So you pick one that has a very barrel-like shape to it. It's still mostly like straight-walled and then tapers in at the bottom a little, and tapers in at the top. And there is like an earthenware lid with a little round ball handle on the top that is about the size of, I would say, a large dinner plate, more like a platter that you would serve like a roast dinner on. You pick away at the wax. And you can see that the wax has actually seeped in between the lid and the wall of the jar, sealing it there as well. You're going to need a tool to do this. The rogue steps forward and uses one of her lockpicks to start nibbling at the wax, and then you hear a shriek from the rogue as she steps back and one of her lockpicks is bent.
Ooh, that's no good.
Okay, I actually have a mess kit, so I could conceivably use like a knife out of that. Like I think a crowbar would just be a little aggressive on that.
That would probably damage the jar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in the
Okay.
mess kit, I take out one of the knives.
Either a mesquite knife or if you've got a very thin, flexible bladed dagger that you could use. But you start work at the edge and you're just kind of poking down and lifting the wax out rather than trying to cut all the way around. Once you get the knife down and you lift out the first chunk, you hear a hiss. This is gas escaping from within the jar. And it smells sour. It smells like the strongest vinegar you've ever smelt. And whatever it is, it's been fermenting in there for some time. Or whatever was in there has turned to just pure acid.
It
Could
could
be
be a
wine at one
delicacy at
point
this
in
point.
time, but it's like super
Yeah,
vinegar.
it goes with Sturmstrong.
You keep picking away, and eventually you get enough that you could actually wedge your knife underneath and lift the lid slightly and take away the lid. And inside, you indeed find what looks like, it's almost black now, but there's a tinge of burgundy red in there somewhere that could once have been wine or some drink of some sort that might have been spared for special ceremonies. Dwarven communion.
All it is just a big jar of vinegar.
Do you want to taste it and find out?
No, it's okay.
Come on. Where's your sense of adventure?
I don't want to throw up, okay?
Yeah, the rogue's already kind of throwing up.
Seeing this, the rogue has gone and starting to attack one of the smaller urns. This one's about the size of a large vase that you might see on somebody's dinner table. So it looks like it would hold maybe 4 or 5 pints of liquid inside. And that one's much easier to kind of cut around with a blade. And the minute that the seal is broken, you again hear the hiss of gas escaping into the room. And I'll have to roll for sound on this one. Yes, the sound of coughing and retching coming from the rogue, who has basically got a whiff of 1,000-year-old pickled radish.
Delicious. Oh, at least we haven't gotten into the pickled herring yet.
Thankfully.
Do you want to check for some Gravelax?
I'm glad I'm in the other room. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I can't.
A 1,000-year-old can of pickled stinkfish.
Mmm. Tasty.
Can I get perception rolls from everyone, please?
Everyone.
I shall roll for Bun Bun.
Ooh. Okay. Perception.
12.
18.
I rolled shit.
Yeah, I got an 18 as well.
Okay. On an 18, Brian, you hear...
And me.
Brian, you hear...
Often I get an 18 on perception.
I know.
You hear what sounds like the sound of air moving, like a gentle breeze, right on the edge of your hearing. Mr. Pump, you feel a tremor.
I assume this is not golems talking kind of tremor.
No. This is not the tremor of a footstep. This is the tremor of something kind of like a constant vibration that seems to be coming closer to you.
Like a slithering kind of vibration? Like as if something
Possibly.
were moving.
Now,
Were
Mr. Pump...
there doors on these rooms?
No.
No. Okay.
Now, Mr. Pump doesn't have tremor sense, per se, but he does
Yeah.
communicate through tremors in the stone. That's how the
Yeah.
golems talk. But you're sensing this because it feels relatively close. And the cleric has also kind of perked up, thinking, hang on.
Yeah.
Something has
Yeah.
disturbed the air, and it's not the lava below you.
Can I get a Bun Bun to do a radar ping, perhaps?
Bun Bun turns around, faces back towards the corridor that you came down, and hear a sound as his radar pings. Actually, I can probably do a proper radar ping sound. I've got it as my text alert on my phone. Let's make this interactive. No, that's not the right one. Oh, where is it? Do I not have this anymore?
What is Grand Moff Tarkin wearing on Brian's?
Oh yeah.
The Discord thinks it should be blurred. That's the ooh.
It's probably a studded brassiere of some sort, isn't it? Okay, that's gonna bug. This is gonna bug me now. Why is that sound effect not on there? And more importantly, is it still the sound effect for my text alert? Because that's been my text sound for as long as I can remember. Damn. Right, anyway. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere on my computer. It will be. So, you have sensed something.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about it?
Did Bun Bun get anything from the radar ping?
The ping hasn't gone off yet. I'm still looking for the sound effect.
Okay. All right. Didn't realize the ping was dependent on you finding the sound effect. Bun Bun's over there like pressing the button. It's not quite working right.
Actually, how long's it been since you wound up Bun Bun?
I see him like over there. His foot is like slapping the button. So I'll go over and wind up real quick. Just to be certain. I don't think that was it. Bun, stop pressing buttons.
Tin, 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 tin.
I'm not sure if I have one or not. Oh, hey, there's the one.
Well, this isn't working because I can't hear a damn thing played through Google at the moment. Anyway, you've wound Bun Bun up a little. You've insulted his fur. He hasn't had a bath in a while. One of his ears is looking a bit droopy. And it's a shame about his family. And then ping.
We don't need to bring that up, okay?
As the radar ping goes off. You kind of lean over and you watch the screen. And as the sound waves reflect and refract around the space you've just been in, it takes a little time for them to start coming back to you. And you can see that there is a kind of fuzzy blob somewhere in the throne room.
In the throne room, okay. So it's that close. And we still haven't, wait, okay. Yeah, Bun Bun found the writing on the back wall. Was there any other indication of like that there's anything behind it? perhaps. Like what? Is there
From
any way to know what he got
from
from the radar ping that he used?
from what Bun Bun can mime to you,
Hmm.
using a couple of paws and a slap, slap, slap motion, it seems that the back wall, apart from the carvings, was completely solid.
Okay. Okay. Um. Well, so we're there's only one way out, it would seem,
Yep.
and that's the way we came
Correct.
in, towards the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do have a +1 on stealth. That's pretty surprising.
Yes, you just stand still.
Right. Yeah, especially in these. Can I actually get an advantage since I could just like look like the walls potentially?
As long as you don't move, yeah?
I was just thinking about
Damn, I
trying to
wish
get
it was in the other room.
I was just trying to think about if there were a way to peek around a corner to see what might be in the throne room.
Do you wish to peek?
Is that I feel like it's a bad idea.
I mean, I could, if you ask me, I could always throw down a perception check.
Yeah.
Try again, see if I can get a better look at things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I heard something, I could let you know, and then you could, um, yeah, take a closer look.
I can do that if the DM will allow.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Perception, please be fucking good this time. Come on, really? Nope. Not with that too.
You see nothing but the dull red glow of the lava illuminating the cavern.
Right?
Okay.
Against my my better judgment, I will try to peek. Is this a stealth roll to peek?
Okay, I need an investigation and a stealth.
Investigate. Come on. Okay. Okay. First roll. I don't know what do we. I'll. I'll
Which
call
one do
that
you want to
the.
roll first?
I'll call this the investigation.
Okay, it's probably going to look something like.
Oh, that is so Monty Python.
Can we get that and then the bun mech like just underneath? So that would be a 13 on the investigation, and then a 17 on stealth.
Okay.
It
You
was
see
actually the same
nothing.
roll for both.
You see nothing.
Okay.
But you believe that nobody saw you seeing nothing.
In nothing. I see nothing.
Can Bun try the same thing? Or just like if Bun maybe could walk just closer to the opening and then do another ping, if that's possible, maybe come up with a clearer image.
Bun Bun pins you with a look. Of like, if Bun Bun had more than one eye, only one eyebrow would be raised at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
He turns the mech around and just walks back down the corridor.
All right. Well, there's nothing else to be done, really.
Here, we need to get back to our
Yeah.
friends. We just have to go down, basically, on alert.
Yeah. Okay. What are the other, the rogue and the
Did-
cleric? What are they?
Did you guys hear that?
I think I might have caught the back end of it. Yeah.
I don't know if the audio mix is going to pick this up properly. No, it's only playing through my headphones. It's not playing on stream. Anyway, are you following Bun Bun?
Yeah.
I mean, given the amount of clunking the mech suit makes,
Yeah.
stealth is no longer an issue.
Or not an option, at least.
As Bun Bun steps out, you see the floodlights on the suit activate and flood the entire cavern with bright, almost daylight white light.
Great.
And immediately, anybody who's still looking, surreptitiously or not, can see one of the Roombas has moved into the space.
That's what I thought it might have been when you mentioned a blob. Is this in response to us opening the barrels and crates?
It's probably in response to just your presence there. Because just you guys walking through is leaving dirt and debris behind, even if it's just the odd bit of dead skin. And since this is now the dirtiest part of the top level of the mine, must clean, must clean, must clean.
I just imagining another like Roomba joke in there where there's like googly eyes inside of the gelatinous cube that somebody had placed on at the beginning at some point.
Maybe,
A cat that had been sitting on top and just
It's a skeleton of a cat with googly eyes. Just from the...
I don't know.
uh, all right, so that was the like the rumbling or whatever that I had
Yes.
perceived. Okay. All right, so I guess we could go into the other, or at least call down to the rogue and the cleric. How's it going?
Bunch of jars in here.
You can just about hear Gerald over the coffin and the retching sounds that are coming from that side.
Probably doesn't sound. Well, there's no exit out the other way. Guess we have to go back.
Be glad you didn't open the jar that had the eggs in it.
Whoa. Oof.
Someone have a bad stomach?
Depends if somebody ate the eggs.
Okay.
Well, clerks should purify food and water.
There'd be nothing left. apart from something for the Roombas to clean up.
Yeah. Well, then I guess we're going back out of the throne room. Nowhere else.
Okay. You head back out of your respective rooms, meet up in the throne area, and proceed back across the bridge. You kind of want to cross the bridge before the Roomba starts crossing the bridge, if you follow me. Or would you prefer to wait?
Well, it depends on if we can squeeze around it or not.
It's like the it's like the thing with the screensaver that bounces in the corners. You just wait; it almost goes to the bridge, and then it just hits like the edge and goes back to the. Ah, man. Okay.
While you're watching the Roomba kind of creep into the room on the other side of the chasm, you notice something interesting. The cube is no longer a cube. It's kind of gotten shorter and wider. it's reconfiguring its shape.
Fascinating.
In other words, this is how it
Now,
gets
if
in
you
all the
walk
corners.
forward, would it maybe like do an arch?
Could be. But it's how it gets to all the corners.
That's very cool.
So it's now a
So it has fewer
gelatinous.
passes to make.
It's a gelatinous rectangular prism, or
I don't know. Are there any
A round
triangular shaped
track going
corridors that you've seen?
polyhedron.
If you want to start crossing the bridge, you're going to have to do it soon because the cube's heading
Yeah.
towards you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need to run
Okay.
across.
Oh wait, the bridge. Oh wait. I don't like the bridge. I just remembered I don't like the bridge.
You don't.
Oh no. How did we do this last time? Oh right, you turned me into a
You got polymorph.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. We probably morphed you into a teddy bear.
You're a
didn't we?
big teddy bear.
Yeah.
Teddy bunny. Well, I do believe I have another. I still have another polymorph available. I gotta. move it
Yeah.
off that screen.
Or Mr.
Yeah,
Pump could
let's go.
just suck it up and start walking.
Okay. Hey, now, let's
There's
just Bun Mac just like shoving me in the back. Just like, okay, all right, calm down back there.
Always just make your saving throw and then use your luck point.
Okay, Mr. Pump is standing at the edge of the chasm, just to where the bridge begins.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be wanting to move forward. Can I get a con save from Yurik?
Yeah. I do have a plus to that. So. Oh, hey, all right. That's 1927.
Okay. You don't feel any different than you did earlier. The dread, the apprehension, it's all still there. But you take a step forward. And
Back
would
it
you
up, back it
believe
up.
it, the bridge holds.
How wide is this bridge?
Wide,
Okay.
about 10 feet, three and a bit meters wide.
Okay. Yeah. I think we'll
So you got at
we'll
least a
make it.
foot on either side.
I think we can make it. I think we can make it.
Because you're like about 6 feet wide, aren't you?
Probably, yeah. Something like that. So I'll just keep looking at the other side, just straight ahead.
Mhm.
We got this.
You just stand your arms out, just kind of.
Just like
No,
this
we're not.
huge
Just looking
platform.
ahead,
I'm like,
just looking
whoa.
Don't look down, don't look down, don't look. Shit, I look down.
I literally can't see anything. Like the bridge is so wide, I can't even see down the chasm. I'm like, oh god.
But it's glowing either side, so there's something down there.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna follow right behind him because I have a. In case he starts to slip, I've got backup plan.
What, are you going to catch him?
No, I have another. I have another plan that should hope. It will hurt me, but will protect him.
I mean, the interesting part of this is that whatever's down there is just as likely to kill Mr. Pump as it is the rest of the party. Because it's freaking lava down there.
Right, we don't want to kill Mr. Pump.
Oh my.
You'd end
Alright,
up
so
doing
just-
like a Terminator thing.
I'll be glub, 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 glub.
All right, so just slowly making my way across.
Okay.
Hopefully faster than the gelatinous cube.
It might be close.
It's another reason also because it's called
You make your way across, and as you're doing so, you're kind of focusing on the cube, or, well, the gelatinous oblong that is now moving across the floor at about the same speed that you are. Yeah. I mean, I've seen continental drift happen quicker. The rest of the party is watching with rapt inattention because they are already bored.
Perfect.
This is basically how the rest of the world views watching cricket, which
Either
I
that or
love.
golf.
But
Right, yeah, go.
as Mr. Pump has reached the middle of the bridge, he's just kind of, not that there's any need to, but just like checking to see where the gelatinous oblong is, and it's about halfway across the other side of the the cliff edge. It's about halfway to the edge of the chasm. Mr. Pump, you better pick up the pace. Can I get another con save from you,
All right.
please?
Yeah. Okay, that's that's still very good. To- 24.
You increase your speed.
Yeah.
It's now
Yeah, we
about
take
one.
every minute.
Well, you're now at about a full pace every minute.
All right. Moving really moving along now.
Yep. I have left. I've left yogurt out in the sun, and it hasn't turned this quickly. I've seen frozen pizza defrost faster.
Oh,
I just love the visual of this. Just like
Question is, if he can breathe,
plenty,
might he be going really heavy
plenty
right
of
now?
you watch you've seen briskets that smoke faster than the movie.
No, what's worse is I've got a third coat of paint on by now.
just plenty of space on both sides of me.
Somewhere up in the cosmos, 2 stars have died and reborn. A single quasar has completed its entire life cycle. In fact, Marlowe's leather boots may have turned to dust already.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
But you have picked up your pace. Excellent.
Yes.
Are the rest of you following directly behind, or are you staying on the other side just in case?
Like I said, I'm following behind him in case he's starting to trembles. We're going to get him across some one way or another.
Oh God. This is perfect.
Right. The
I
disc
wanted to see
continues
if
to
he stay in
spin.
case he doesn't make it.
The disc continues to turn as Mr. Pump is stepping forward. If viewed from space, Mr. Pump is still moving backwards. I mean, seasons are happening between each step here, but you do eventually make it to the other side.
Everyone's just like gray hair.
Uh-huh.
Beards fully grown, including the rogue.
Yeah.
The gelatinous oblong has not stretched to the full width of the shelf that you're on. It's just stretched out enough that it can kind of go over the areas that you've been walking on, because that's really its focus.
Mm-hmm.
So you can easily move around it.
Yeah.
And that's, hopefully
much
that's
You-
what we do.
You head back through the doorway into the corridor. You can see that everything is pristine clean as it was before. You take a left turn. After another 5 minutes, you take a right turn. And then you walk for about 10 minutes and come into the second of the ante-rooms. This is the one where you had the symbols of the various dwarves in all of their garb kind of displayed on the walls above the benches. You continue on. About another 10 minutes later, you find yourself in the first main chamber, which had all of the stone-carved pews laid out. You have the doorway on the left, which is where you came in. You can see that there is a doorway on your right. And can I get perception rolls from everyone, please?
Oh, that's much better.
That was a
25.
critical failure.
24.
Okay,
25.
on 20s, because the rogue, I've been rolling for the rogue and I got a crit there. There is something on the back wall. Now, the back wall looks reasonably smooth and painted and decorated, but it looks like there is something on that back wall. Because something doesn't look quite right. Maybe it's not perfectly flat. Maybe there's a little ripple somewhere in the stone, and that's not like dwarves, is it? The rogue goes over to investigate. Is anyone assisting?
I will.
Okay,
Yeah, you don't-
investigation rolls, please.
30-20.
Okay, well, I rolled a crit, so for Sam, that's going to be something like a 28, isn't it? Or a 29.
Sure.
29, I think.
The rogue pulls her dagger, and you see her just start to scribe a shape onto the plaster decorated, the stone decorated wall. And you see the blade is actually sinking in slightly as she's doing it. There is a very, very hairline crack somewhere in that wall, and it's exposing what could be a doorway.
Interesting.
Now, she's found it, but can she open it?
Can I help?
Go ahead. Roll to us.
What do I?
Just give me a d20, high as possible.
17.
Also a 17 at my side. You look at this kind of square with a rounded off top shape that she's scribed into the wall, disrupting the pattern that was there. And bam! Door's open.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect.
She's
there's a door
still
here.
got
How
her
do we get-
blade. She's still got her blade wedged in there, and suddenly there's no stone for that. Okay, well, that's not quite what I was going for, but
Subtlety is not Mr. Pump's forte.
you feel someone come up behind you and nudge you out of the way, Eric, as the Bun Bun's mech suit takes a look through the doorway, and you hear that ping again as the radar scan goes out. Looking at the display, you see what looks like a relatively narrow, compared to what you've seen so far, about 10-foot wide corridor that goes along and then down some stairs, and then along and then down some stairs, and it continues doing that for about a kilometer.
Okay.
So it's probably about a
Find our
good
way
half-hour walk.
I promise I'll move at a quicker pace now that there are walls on either side.
Yeah, it's only stairs.
Maybe I could just slide down them.
No, he's going to do the ED 209 thing where he like takes a step and so,
And then tumbles all the way down.
and eventually just goes tumbling away. Are you taking the stairs down?
No, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, the rogue is already gone, probably at this point.
Probably.
Secret door, come on.
Okay, so this is the first deviation from the other group, who didn't find this door until much later. Marking this on the map. Okay. I'm going to take a break. So, Twitch guys, we shall be back in about 5 minutes, but I need a bathroom break. Okay, so yeah, if they're clutching, right? I'm with you. I'm not seeing the plot here. I'm not seeing any character development, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, he finished. Did you not catch that?
Ah, right. Okay, cliffhanger.
Family Guy reference.
Okay, we're at a cliffhanger here. I see what I see what you're doing. I like the storytelling skill.
That's really what Dixie would say.
No. She would say, let's get wrecked and rub it. Sounds really messed up. Sorry.
Just leave the money on the side on your way out.
Just to be extremely clear, Dixie Wrecked is gonna rub it. Rubbing one with Dixie Wrecked? Is that what we're doing?
Eric.
Sorry. You can't park here.
The hell you say?
This is an assault on a citizen of the city. I'm
All right.
not okay with this. Okay, we are live again. Right. Are you heading down the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Slap on the rollerblades and just.
Yeah, just Bun can just like give you a kick in the back and yeet Mr.
Yeah.
Pump all the way down.
Treat it
Okay.
like another pyramid. Slide down on the butt.
Can I get Constitution saves from everyone, please?
Oh crap.
That would be a 25.
It's got 8. Oh, no.
18.
Roll for the rogue. 13. Marlowe hears a voice inside his head.
Probably
He's
not
been
good.
cursed.
Oh dear. What is it trying to tell me now?
Kill them all.
This way. Come to me. This way. Can I get perception rolls from everyone as well, please? Well, everybody, Mr. Pump.
Everybody but Mr. Pump?
Mr. Pump does not have a sense of smell.
Yeah, that'll do it.
23.
14. Fuck.
Well, could you imagine if I critted and I, for the first time in my life, I smelled something? What is?
And it's a 1,000-year-old pickle. This is amazing. How did humans exist like this? Right. On a 23, Sorry, it was 23, wasn't it, Brian?
Yep.
Yeah. Gerald smells something very metallic. It's a smell you know very well. It is the smell of blood.
I was just gonna say that before
Yeah,
you
that's what
even
I was.
mentioned it.
That's what I was wondering.
Coppery smell.
Sam's just messaged in the Discord. She looks like she may be going back to the hospital because she is not doing well with nausea and
Oh,
liquids.
yeah, I just saw that.
She's doing a lot of throwing up at the moment. So this is the medication left over from her MRI.
Oh, they
Oh,
must.
yeah.
Would they give her an MRI with contrast? Sounds like.
Well, yes, you would have to throw all this stuff up because half of it would be through their system already. She really doesn't do well with heavy metals, does she?
Apparently not.
This is what happens when you lick thermometers when you were a kid.
Yeah, but that would drive you a little mad though too.
Uh, I mean, Order of Sanity, Table Sam. Gerald, you can smell blood from somewhere along this corridor, and it is fresh.
Just imagine he doesn't say anything to anybody. Huh. What is it? Nah, nothing.
Somebody
Yeah, I'm gonna
fought.
say something that's like, I think someone may have been injured or killed here recently because there's a hint of blood in the air.
There's somebody that fell down the stairs.
Okay,
Knocked on the head, and pool of blood underneath him.
Yeah.
what order are you proceeding down in? Who's going first?
What's on second?
Well, how dark is it here? Like, would it be
It's still-
advantageous for me to do my light spell?
As in, you couldn't see your hand if it was poking you in your eyeballs.
Okay, so yeah, I use my light spell,
What was
and
that?
I guess I'll go down first.
Okay. Gerald,
Don't
you set.
dare slip, Mr. Pump.
Gerald sets off with his. Are you using like a drift globe?
Yep.
Okay. You set off down the stairs with your drift globe. The rest of you follow, with Bun Bun bringing up the rear.
Mhm.
You go down the stairs. After about 20 minutes of stairs, you come to a level platform. You proceed along that for another 10 minutes, and that turns back into stairs, going down. About 20 minutes later of stairs, you come to another level platform. And this continues for the best part of 2 hours. Can I get
You sure you smell that blood?
Level the blood smell getting stronger.
the blood smell is indeed getting stronger. Can I get survival rolls from everyone, please?
Survival. Not great.
Fuck. 4 nat
5.
nat 1. Holy shit, my dice just.
So now, if I don't have survival, it's just the stat bonus, or is it a straight roll?
It's just it's just the standard stat bonus. You don't get to add your proficiency.
Okay, so I got a 24.
Okay. By your estimation, you have descended maybe 300 meters at this point. All of you, well, sorry, everyone except Mr. Pump, is starting to feel a little pressure in your inner ear as the air seems to get a bit thicker down here. And the air pressure is starting to rise. Not enough to cause your ears to pop or any tinnitus, but you start to feel it kind of pressing against your head as you continue descending. The smell of blood is indeed getting stronger. You continue. You come to another platform, followed by another set of stairs. And after what you could probably guess at this point is about 2 hours of going downstairs, not only are you disoriented and slightly dizzy, your knees hurt like hell.
Mhm.
And you know what? The bastards didn't even put in a handrail.
Of course not. There's never handrails in fantasy or sci-fi.
You come to a pressure door. So you hit the bottom stair, you walk along a flat platform, a landing, and then in front of you, you see a steel pressure door.
Okay, and where's the blood? Because it'd probably be before the pressure door.
Or it's not, and it's just a lot of it.
You see, give me an investigation roll, please.
Everybody?
Everyone can help if they want to.
No, I didn't help.
Okay.
Nope. I got an 8. Jeez.
Got a 6.
My
I got a
investigation is
16.
+1 anyway, so.
Say again, Brian?
A 16.
16. Okay. You're kind of examining the door, but your drift globe, the light is not 100% stable. It's not an even color. It kind of flickers and shimmies a little because it's magical light. It's unpredictable. But you see what could be tiny little fingerprints in blood on the very outside of the door. Now, remember, pressure doors in the mines are like a double cup shape. You've got one door on the outside, so if there's an explosion on this side of the mine, it will slam the door shut. And then there's another door, which again, if there's an explosion or a flood on this side, it will slam the door shut. So just on the edges of the door, it's almost as if someone was trying to pull it to stop it being closed, perhaps. And at the very last minute, rather than getting their fingers trapped, they ended up pulling their fingers back, leaving a little fingerprint smear of blood just on the edge of the door.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to go through right just yet because I'm probably exhausted because we've been going for about 4 hours.
Okay. Do you want to take a rest on a landing next to a bloodstained door?
Yeah,
We
of
could-
course.
We could go
Yeah.
up one landing where it's out of sight.
Well, it doesn't bother me, cleric. I'm around blood all the time.
Right. And I don't know.
Concentric territory. Welcome to the stream. I see it's your first time in the stream. My name's Omar. I am a bit of a mixed bag here. We're back doing our D&D streams. I also do a lot of making and tinkering on stream, and occasionally do a bit of gaming and some VR streaming as well. So very much a mixed bag. But we are midway-ish through a very long homebrew 5th edition D&D campaign based on Terry Pratchett's Discworld and whatever else I could throw in the mix. Our players are currently in a deep set of dwarven mines, and they've been tasked to retrieve an artifact that will help them prevent the destruction of the world which they started.
Well, the rogue in particular.
We don't need to
Accurate,
talk
though.
about it, okay?
So, are you taking a long rest?
Yeah, I can keep watch.
Okay. Of all the dumb stuff to do, that is one of them. Right. Okay, Mr. Pump is on permanent watch. Just standing there, just pressed against the wall, see the side. Okay, can I get wisdom saves from everyone, please? Sorry, everybody but Mr. Pump. I will roll for the rogue. Decent.
The dice are hot tonight. I got a 24.
13.
Marlo, you will roll with disadvantage, please.
Still 13.
Still 13.
The other one's
Okay.
19.
You take time to rest. Marlo, your sleep is very broken and interrupted. You keep jolting awake from what feels like night terrors, but you can't remember the nightmares. All you can remember is this kind of whispering voice in the back of your head. You can't remember what it's saying, but you just remember that it was there. The rest of you who, well, if you were watching, would see that every hour or so Marlo just kind of jerks upright and then almost immediately drifts back to sleep. He's also sweating a lot.
Good
Interesting.
old cold sweat.
You all get a solid night's sleep, with the exception of Marlo, who gets a very broken, very interrupted sleep. Mark, your how many spell slots have you expended?
I have expended only 2.
Okay, you'll get one of those back, and you'll get half of your hit points back.
Must have never taken the damage off for the. We must have never rolled the damage for the polymorph.
Possibly
Oh.
not, no. But where that damage went, you don't know. Because that damage was still accounted for.
It went into the ether.
Oh, no, it went somewhere.
Okay.
Open the door and you'll find out. Would you like to see what's behind door number blood?
Oh boy. So are we actually going to try to go through this door, or?
It's either that or walk back up the stairs for 4 hours.
We might as well do it. We're here. We need to go down
doesn't aff-
anyway.
Going back up the stairs, I don't think affects Mr. Pump too much, but we'll take into account the rest of it.
Yes, you sad bunch of meat bags. Don't forget you need to wind up Bun Bun.
Yep.
Your
I'll do that
family
before we
hates
do.
you. You're a poor excuse for a jackalope. You're a horrible burden on your poor mother, who's dead.
Yeah, I'll do that before we do anything else.
Okay. Brian, you'll need to reactivate your drift globe. Or unless the Bun Bun's going to be using his floodlights, but you will need a light source because it is pitch black down here. As always, we always have VJ lurking in the background. Thank you, VJ. Hope you've had a good weekend, sir. You should probably be asleep by now. Also, a reminder to any of the viewers: you can interrupt the game by redeeming a roll d20, forcing the players to roll a dice for a particular outcome. If you want to redeem a d20, just redeem it in chat and make sure you put a note to say what you want them to roll against or roll for. I will set the threshold, however. But that gives you a way to potentially override some of the player decisions. I shall demonstrate by doing that. And that's what a roll d20 will look like. That's not particularly well centered, is it? Let me just move that over a little. There we go. That's better. Right. The smell of blood is stronger down here, but it's not super fresh. You smelt fresher. As a cleric, you've stymied fresher wounds than this. During the night, the fingerprints definitely, if they weren't already, they are definitely dry now.
Well, this is probably something that's happened within a couple of days.
That would be a good estimation, yes.
Well, I guess we'll spin the wheel.
Okay, you take hold of the kind of submarine wheel hatch and spin it, and then as the mechanism unwinds, you hear a clunk as it releases, and the door swings open loosely in your hands. You can see the inside of the other door is open. The inside of this door is completely splattered with blood. The door frame around it is also splattered with blood. Some of it is still congealing and running down the sides of the doorway.
Yeah, that's a little ominous.
Mm-hmm.
Only slightly.
So,
Welcome
did
to
you
the
want to lead the
abattoir.
way, Mr. Pump?
Oh goodness. Okay. So
As you process that request, you feel a shove in your back, and Mr. Pump is pushed through the doorway. You hear a...
so what's on the other side of this? I assume it's still dark.
It is still dark. Mr. Pump, you have you've got night vision. You can see what's going on. The rest of the players may not. What you see is a large room. It is about the size of a large church. If we're talking like football fields, we're talking a full acre football field.
Okay.
The whole place is drenched in blood. And in the center of the room, you can see lots of shapes have been arranged.
Shapes.
They're kind of indistinct shapes at the moment. You'd have to step in and get closer. It's pretty much in the center of the room.
And when you say the whole place is drenched in blood, are we talking like floor, walls?
Floor, and certainly part way up the walls.
Okay.
Talking like a scene from The Boys here with that kind of blood.
Yeah.
Now, given that we've been off the game for some time, welcome to the Halloween episode.
You know, the way you were describing it there is I was almost getting the same feeling of that scene in Event Horizon when they used the engine.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be reasonably accurate. I was going a little more Hellraiser myself.
Oh, well.
Because as
I'd
Mr. Pump
say they're both about the same.
as Mr. Pump continues to look around the room, you see there are chains hanging from the ceilings that may have held lamps or ornate chandeliers of some sort, burners or braziers. But instead, you see indistinct shapes hanging from these now. Some of them are still dripping.
So this is probably turning my nose quite a bit with this much death.
Yes, you might want to activate the air filtration on your helmet.
Am I getting any sort of flashbacks of a certain street urchin?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Pump has seen nothing like this before.
I'm probably
Can I
not
get
feeling good.
Constitution saves from the humanoid character? Well, from the humans, please. I'll roll for Sam as well.
Right.
I'm a real boy too.
8. I'm gonna be retching.
Yes.
I go 16.
Well, at the
Does that mean
smell,
Sam doesn't need to roll?
at the smell alone, Marlowe starts hacking and retching and turns around and throws up in the corridor. Brian, you've dealt with many wounded on battlefields in the past. You see all kinds of wounds coming into the temples where you've worked, whether it's from war or from just local stabbings or, general just cuts and abrasions around the house. This is extreme. You send your drift... You managed to hold back yesterday's breakfast, but just. You send your drift globe floating out into the room. And as the globe moves forward, it starts to illuminate the utter carnage that you're seeing around you. What's hanging from the chains looks like severed arms or severed legs. And what's in the center of the room as the globe floats out over what is a floor red with drying, congealing blood, appears to be body parts laid out in a shape.
So are these guys like really zealots? You said that they were kind of estranged with the dwarves. They were separated from everything.
Do you want to investigate further?
I'm gonna investigate a little deeper and kind of try and keep my breakfast down.
Give me a roll.
Yeah, I can't help anything. I'm puking my guts out.
Sure, it's been rolling good all night, but now I just got a 4.
All you can... Actually, no, I'll give you advantage given your time on the battlefields.
Okay.
Rolls a 2.
Hey, I already rolled the 2. This time I got a 9, so I got 11.
Okay. With a 9, you can tell that most of these limbs appear to be humanoid, as best as you can tell, but they're not from one single species. You can also tell that these limbs were not cut. They were torn apart. And that's why you don't upset a Wookiee.
Yep. Or
Well, if they
rancor.
were torn, it's probably not going to be as a result of the dwarves, because they probably would have cut as opposed to torn. So something else is at work here.
Does anybody else want to investigate?
I suppose that's gonna
I'll
be.
give it a shot.
The rogue is not happy with any of this.
That is a 0.
Okay. You just see red.
Dead people.
I got a 10.
A 10. With a 10, you notice that some of the kind of severed limbs have got claw marks in them. Slash marks. Jagged cuts, and they seem to be 4 claws in most occasions.
That's Freddy Krueger. Wolverine 3.
Animals, claws. Are we dealing with rare creatures?
OG Transformers back when it was still bad. Because it's just worse now.
I don't know. Bumblebee was pretty good. And I really liked the intro.
Bumblebee was the
when it was
exception.
going on Cybertron.
Bumblebee was the exception, but I am a fan of Haley Steinfeld, so. Okay, are you stepping into the room?
Mm-hmm. Trying to not retch.
I'm going to put my slipper covers on before I step in the room.
The little waterproof booties going on.
Yeah. Well, it's like when the doctors are going into surgery, they slip those little things on their feet.
You step in, and can I get what's this going to be? Dexterity saves from everybody,
Boy.
including Mr. Pump.
17.
Hey.
God, for a +7 to my dex save.
Dex save, yeah, 19.
Okay. I got real nervous for a second there, but I rolled a 7.
Okay. As Gerald is stepping in first, your foot immediately slides as you touch the other side, and you manage to catch your balance by bracing yourself on the doorway. The blood is congealing. It's still semi-liquid, but it is congealing. It's almost like you're stepping on what looks more like gravy than blood.
Ooh.
The rest of you, Mr. Pump included, managed to cross through the doorway without any problem. And as you step into the room, you can see what looks like bunks have been pushed up against the wall. Most of them are smashed. You see bits of humanoids scattered all around the room. Random organs, entrails just laid out randomly in the room.
Does it almost look like an explosion of sorts, or
whatever these were? They were shredded.
Okay, shredded.
Can I get an investigation roll from you, Eric?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think I know what it is, but my character doesn't.
That's
negative. I'm really getting the feel of trolls.
I got a -1, so
Ooh.
It still wasn't a crit fail, but it was a 2. I rolled a 2.
A 2.
Yeah, and I got I have a -3, so.
It was a dirty fail.
a dirty 1.
Why is that? Hang on, 1 second. Sorry, copy and paste. Just gonna do VJ a quick little shout out because he's always in my stream and always supporting. And I thank you very much for that. There's a little bit of clip. The auto clip is the clip player is finally working on my stream as well, and that's him doing some VR sim driving and nearly crashing into what looked like an LFA.
What was that?
Well done. I couldn't see from the clip. It doesn't look like Forza. Because I race Forza. I know VJ does do some driving in iRacing. And he was last playing Battlefield 6. I didn't get round to 6. Anyway, you're not slipping and sliding over the floor, and you do not see any evidence of explosion. There's no charring, there's no burning.
Right. Yeah.
Things here are still relatively gooey.
Yeah. This must be just so pleasant to move through.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
could kind of imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind
ugh.
of-
I
Like
think
you're mixing
myself, like I would need to do a constitution check to see whether I threw up or not.
like you're mixing mac and cheese. Like that's the sound I'm imagining.
Oh, okay. Don't bring that visual. Oh,
Oh, so sorry.
or maybe plunging a toilet.
Uh,
The occasional
Looking in the
splatter and
slaughterhouse.
gurgle.
Ooh.
yeah, no.
You move your way further into the space, and as you approach the center of the room, you see the pattern laid out on the floor has been made up with severed body parts.
Okay. What is do we recognize the pattern?
No, it's the eyeball
you're
thing
holding
again.
you're holding it there, I see.
Oh.
Okay, so a bit ominous. Only slightly.
Spit.
Um
Can I get wisdom saving throws from everyone again, please?
wisdom save. Oh god.
Really?
Uh
4.
8.
Ominous roll, but I got 19 because I rolled a 13 on the dice.
Damn, I could.
Ooh.
Marlowe hears the voice in his head again. Yes, closer. Come to me. I feel your fear. I taste your terror. I will eat of your pain.
Nope, don't like that.
So funny. You can
Swallowing.
just see your cat in the background there, Mark.
It does look very
Yeah.
spectral, doesn't it?
Ghost cat.
Yeah, I just.
Well, okay. So
Now that you're about halfway into the room, you can see on the left side of the room, about halfway down, there is what looks like a doorway, another pressure door.
now can I get a reminder that the other group did they sit on the throne?
No,
Right, that's what I thought. Yep. I thought I recalled correctly. Great. That's good. That's cool. That's cool.
because
And
why on earth would anybody sit on a sacred space?
yeah, and so they've made it out. They made it out of the mine. Have they made it through? Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, and we are, let's see, probably not. Okay, so this is our tomb. Cool. In the words of Barmir, I believe it was. This is not a mine. It's a tomb.
Hey, they got out of that. They got out of that mine. They'll
They
make it out too.
they didn't go sit on any ominous thrones, I don't think so.
Well, Mr. Pomp is in a very half-empty kind of mood here.
No, that's not Mr. Pump. That's just me.
And they could have a cave troll here.
Arlo wants to get out of
Is that? I'm sorry. Wait, is that drums here in the?
No, that's Bun Bun telling you to move your asses.
No, wait, Bun Bun, don't do the foot thing here, please. Don't do the foot thing.
It's out of here, and he's heading
Squelch,
for the pressure door.
squelch.
He's heading to open that door quick.
Also, to be fair, would a cave troll be able to operate a pressure door?
Probably not.
True.
I don't know. It
What
might
about
be a little
Balrog?
tiny in his hands.
Would he even be able to fit through these doors? because these pressure doors are not very big.
Good point.
About 6
Yeah,
foot
Mr.
by.
Pump's gonna have to move sideways.
Pressure doors are about 6 foot tall by 3 feet wide, and they're kind of oval in shape. Mr. Pump does actually have to kind of move through sideways,
Somewhat.
which
I'm
is
like what, 9 feet tall?
which is why you almost slipped stepping through.
Right.
Me, it's just because of my plate boots.
Well, generally, if you spill gravy in a kitchen, you wipe it up after you. But
All right. So
there's a lot of claret in this room. There's a lot of claret.
so there was only. What did you say? There was only one other pressure door?
There's another pressure door. The only other exit that you can see
Yeah.
is on the mid side of the left wall.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? You know,
I was like, huh,
hang
I
out
think
in
I get
here?
out of
Are
there.
we gonna?
I mean, you
Don't
could
like it
climb
in here.
stairs for
Can we
another
out
4
here?
hours.
Let's
Should we
take
camp here for the night?
let's take another long rest right here. You know, why not?
No.
Yeah, if you wait long enough for the blood to congeal, it'll actually make be quite comfy.
Uh, mm, lovely.
Hey,
Alright.
just imagine the fun when the ooze gets in here. The Roombas will have a field day in here.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to level up
Yeah.
the Roombas.
All the limbs will be like spotless and shiny.
All right, so let's go over the pressure door, get that open.
Okay, you approach the pressure door, and you can see that it's closed from this side, and there are claw marks in the steel.
Oh, good.
Well, sorry, in the iron.
Right.
The pressure door also has some huge dents in it, where something has either been smashed against it or it's been punched. But it is not a perfect curved kind of door anymore. It looks like somebody's gone at it with a wrecking ball.
Question is Mr. Pump and me gonna have to pull on the door to get it open?
And bun potentially. Does it function?
Are you trying the handle?
Sure.
Okay, you turn the handle. The handle spins easily, and the door kind of just opens at the lightest of touches. The door swings open. It's perfectly balanced. On the other side of the door, you can see
beautiful craft.
As you open it, you can see the huge dents that have come through.
Yeah.
And the scrape marks that have been left in the surface, but that hasn't. Whatever's kind of clawed at the door did not get through the iron.
But it left like indentations on the back.
But the bumps have come through. There's no indentations from the claw marks, but where it was hit with something, it has left a dent on the other side. The other side of the pressure door is, apart from a few splatters of blood, is relatively pristine.
So that one's closed as well, right?
Are you going to try it?
Well, it's not wide open, right?
It's not wide open. It is closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta.
You reach forward
Go ahead and spin the wheel.
you reach forward to spin the wheel, and it turns a couple of degrees and then stops as if it's binding on something. Give me a strength save, please, Eric.
Strength save?
Yeah.
23.
You put a little more force in, but you're able to regulate how much strength you use because you're conscious you don't want to rip the
Right.
handle clean off it. and
Yeah.
you can
Hear a big
feel
crack
something
in the middle.
binding. So it'll
Yeah.
come back to the locked position, and then as you turn, moves nice and simply, and then suddenly stops.
Mm.
Turns back nice and freely, moves nice and freely, and then suddenly stops. And a couple of turns like this, putting a little bit more pressure each time, you feel something on the other side give, and then the handle spins completely.
So
Okay.
something was wedged in it to keep it locked.
Hmm. A little, once again, ominous.
You give a gentle push on the door, and the door swings
Yeah.
open, and you are looking at a corridor.
Can I look around the door, see what might have been it?
You can see on the floor in what appears to be two broken pick heads.
Hmm.
So two pickaxes missing the wooden shafts, just the heads of two pickaxes were
Yeah.
wedged in the handles to try and keep that door shut. Both of them appear to have been sheared when you open the door.
Okay. A testament to the
So
strength
the
of
next question is, if we look at the walls here, does there one of the eyeballs with the do not symbol through it?
Gerald sends the drift globe in, and it illuminates the corridor. You are back to masterworked dwarven stone tunnels. Easily 20 feet wide, 10 feet tall, with a kind of curving archway, and these are a little more decorated. These are also a little
Okay.
more dirty. You can see rubble and some debris on the floor. No blood splatter anywhere.
Wouldn't be able to get in here.
The corridor runs to your right. You can see it runs for about 10 or so meters, about 10 yards, and then takes a turn.
Mello's going to come through, and then he is going to close the pressure door behind and lock it down.
Are you using what's left of the axe heads to kind of
Yep.
like the pick
I'm
to
using
wedge it in place?
pickaxes to wedge them in to relock
Excellent.
that door.
You are now trapped in the tunnel with the creature. So the corridor runs to your right about 10 meters, about 10 yards, and then takes a turn. To your left, it runs on for another 100 meters or 100 yards. And then that also then takes a turn.
For the worst?
Probably.
Mhm.
Okay. So we just keep moving. There's no ways to go yet, right?
Just left and right.
Just the one pass, yeah.
Yeah. Left and right.
Yeah, you can go left, you can go right.
Does anybody smell blood in either direction?
Given you've been wading through it for the last 10 minutes, that's pretty much all you can smell.
Right. Good point. Yeah.
Does either
Are there any
direction look
tracks in the
more
dirt?
traveled?
So again, Mark?
Does either direction look more traveled?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to give me an investigation roll, but it'd have to be high.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
30-20? I don't know if that's high enough.
Okay. Both directions seems to have evidence of foot traffic. Maybe the odd scuff from the bottom of a shoe, or there's not really dust to leave footprints in. But the traffic does seem to be going in both directions. Probably more so towards your right, but that would be a guess.
I will relay this. That it looks like there's more traffic to the right. Do we want to go that way? Towards more traffic?
Sure. I feel like we want to go towards potential civilization at this point.
Which would be more people, so
Right.
should
That's
probably
what I'm
go.
saying. whatever this thing is that's after us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll move to the right than it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
luckily most of the traffic was to the right.
Okay, you set out towards the right. You follow the corridor for a few minutes, and then it kinks 45 degrees to the left. You continue along the corridor for about another 10 or so minutes, and you see that it forks. You can go left, you can go right, or you can go straight ahead. The side to the right looks like it has caved in partially. There's quite a lot of dust and loose debris on the floor.
Okay.
Center or left.
Investigation roll doesn't do any good for me.
Another investigation. See which way it's more traveled. That is a 13. That's probably not going to be any good. Good enough. Which way? You go center, straight ahead, or to the left?
Should we just go straight ahead?
Might as well.
Bun steps forward with the mech suit and ping.
Right.
The sound return gives you a corridor that continues along straight ahead for about another 10 minutes and then makes a turn to the left. The left turn seems to end very abruptly in what looks like a very small room.
Is it like a nearby room? Or what would we have to walk?
About 100 meters away.
Okay.
Relatively near.
Do we want to investigate a small room?
Can't hurt.
Yeah.
As we
Well.
say,
As long as there's no thrones to sit on.
yep. I feel like I'm already screwed as a character, but no.
All right, so I guess we'll go check out the small room to the left.
Okay. You head down the corridor to your left, and after about 4 or 5 minutes, you come to a slightly rectangular looking room. There's no door. But there are crates propped up in the room. So much so that it looks like the doorway in has been partially barricaded by crates. Not quite to the very, very top of the doorway,
Okay.
but very nearly.
Huh. So can we move the crates?
You can.
Or
Do you want to?
do we get it? Maybe it would be an
We
investigation.
didn't all die, did we?
Not yet.
Not yet. Did we? Is it? I don't know if like an investigation or something would give the idea that that they were trying to keep something out or something in.
Oh, give me a roll.
No, 3. So I don't know.
So you've got a small rectangular room, and crates have been piled up blocking the doorway from the inside of the room, but not quite to the top. So you can just see into the room at the top.
Is there any? Can I see anything looking over the top of it?
You peer through, and you can see the room itself seems to be lined with crates all the way around, but there is an empty space in the center.
Empty space in the center. Okay. Can I open a crate?
You'd have to maneuver the crate and pull it out of the room to do that. Unless you want to just punch into the side of it.
How do we go about moving the crates to get into the room?
You could push them back, just
Yeah.
physically push them.
Yeah.
You could, without being able to see, there may be the possibility of sliding them along on the top row. So slide one crate out of the way, and then you can slide the other one and pull it out.
Could I do that enough to just get a better look at, like, is there anything in the space in the middle worth checking out? Or
You kind of slide the crates apart at the top. They are bumping up against something, but you're able to get enough movement to give you about an inch gap between the two crates.
yeah.
And as you look into the empty space, you see what looks like a glass sphere. It's being held in place by some very, very tiny little wires just dangling, and it's hanging. There's something inside the sphere. It almost looks like a filament light bulb, but a complete sphere. And the ball of glass is just hanging on these wires. And as you are moving the crate, you can see that the ball is trembling slightly. And whatever's inside, the filament of the bulb, let's say, is also trembling very slightly. Can I get a perception roll from anyone with a smell capability?
Gotcha. That's discrimination.
25. There we go.
Hey.
I got 15.
Mark, you definitely smell something. Brian, it's on the edges of your periphery, but you smell something chemical.
With a hint of blood.
Yeah.
Only what you brought with you.
Really?
It smells chemical. It's very astringent, and I'm trying to describe the smell.
Not bleachy, is it?
You could say, yeah, it could be considered a bleachy smell.
All very clean in here. Very... I will relay that information to what I'm smelling. Bleachy, astringent, very clean.
Also, you in the center of the room, Eric, you notice there is something else on the floor, and you can just about see the tip of something resting on the floor in the center of this space. It, for all intents and purposes, it looks like a pencil, but it's painted or made of a white material, and you can just see the end of it. Kind of like the rounded back end of a pencil.
Okay, can I move some more crates to get a better look?
Okay, you move down to the next row and start kind of squeezing the crates aside. And as you do this, you notice that the bulb-like device is trembling even more now.
Hmm. We'll relay this information.
I'm kind of wondering if there's some type of phosphorus inside that, because as soon as it's exposed to the air, there's going to be one hell of an explosion.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've all heard of napalm, right?
Marlo is
Is
sitting
there?
here wondering if this is not the. It's possible that he's not hearing it, but if this isn't the voice he's hearing in his head, and he wants that he's heard go through his head, and he's like, yeah, we should thinking he should leave this alone.
So Sam has posted in Discord. She's explained a little bit more about what's happening. I'm not going to read it out on
Mhm.
stream, though.
No, yeah, I read
Yeah,
it.
you read it.
I was just
If you're
gonna.
talking about the huge paragraph.
Yeah. I was gonna suggest getting Google to take a look at this.
There is a boing. Oh, hello, insert name here. Oh, what's that smell? Somebody injured themselves.
That's one of the smells. Yeah. None of us though. Yet. I gesture towards the glass orb.
Google kind of like sideways, like squeezes through the gap that you've made in the crates, and then freezes in place.
Okay. Not a good sign.
The head kind of pops out from the gap. Insert name here. This is bad. This is very, very bad.
What are we looking at?
I don't know what the humans call it, but the dwarves call it trinitrocellulose. This is very, very bad.
Should we just go away? Will we be okay if we go away?
Trinitrocellulose is a precursor to trinitrotoluene, aka TNT.
Ah, right.
This
Yeah,
room
that's
is
not-
packed with crates and crates of explosives. And the little light bulb is the trigger.
Just figuring.
It is literally a trembler. Have none of you seen The Rock?
No.
I watched
Yeah, I've
part of
seen
that
The Rock.
recently, but missed that part.
Back when Michael Bay could still make half-decent movies.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
know what you're talking about.
I would say The Rock is second only to the first Bad Boys, because The Bad Boys is by far Michael Bay's best film. And no, sorry, no, I take that back. The Rock is third. Bad Boys I place second. My favourite Michael Bay film I did not even realise was a Michael Bay film.
Which is
Which is what's the full title? It's 12 Hours. Secret Soldiers of Kandahar. The one when with damn this brain fog. My brain is just addled. Who's the guy that's married to Emily Blunt?
John
Was in the
Krasinski.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the film's with John Krasinski, and he's playing basically Marines that get trapped in a compound in Afghanistan, and it's just one massive gunfight. As far as war movies go, and I have a lot of them, it is one of the best.
nice. Might have to check that one out. Okay, so we're just gonna very slowly, like,
Go
okay,
away.
right.
Step away
Yeah.
from the room.
If we, I just want to double check with Google. If we leave it as it is, it's not gonna blow up.
Okay,
Right.
minor correction. Sorry, the film is called 13 Hours. Secret Soldiers of Benghazi,
Okay.
not Kandahar. But yes, very, very good film. I did not realise it was a Michael Bay movie until long after I watched it, because I don't always watch the credits. And there's too much happening in the intro that you don't even see some of the credits.
Right.
Very, very good film. Okay, are you guys backing off?
I just wanted to double check with Google, like if as long as we leave it alone, it's not gonna blow up, right?
Google kind of like squeezes his head back in. It's like, no, looks like you might be okay, just as long as you don't move anything else. There is something on the floor.
Which is
It looks kind of like a big pencil, only white. Maybe a wand?
a wand. If we move it, is it gonna blow stuff up?
The wand doesn't appear to be connected to the trembling device, no. It's on a clear open space on the floor.
Can you get to it? Is it too big for you to move?
I can get to it, but I would have to climb down these cases. And every time
yeah.
I move, that thing is shaking a little.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
Doesn't Sam have magic fingers?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Can we?
I
pretend that
genuinely
she
don't know.
does?
I haven't seen her character sheet in ages. I don't think she has either.
I have Mage Hand.
Is that?
My
Can we
spectral
get it?
floating hand.
Yeah, it's like basically the same thing.
Yeah. Can we retrieve whatever it is, and without setting off the explosives?
Okay.
That being the key bit. If there's even a shred of doubt.
A little bit of DM's exposition here. Imagine something that is protected so well from anybody ever touching it.
Go on. So is that? So you're saying I've got a
What do you think?
chance?
Oh, it's like removing the triggering mechanism of your bomb, right? You got to pull it out just right without it touching the sides.
Oh, look, a rather elegant string of pearls configuration.
All right, so we're just gonna leave this alone. Yeah,
Mhm.
just head on back the way we came.
Yeah.
Go down that center tunnel and pretend we never saw any of this. Yep.
Google kind of
Yeah.
starts edging his way out and then freezes in place. And then makes a
Yes.
tiny little movement and then freezes. And then another tiny little movement and then freezes. Insert name here.
Yes.
I think when you moved the crates to create this gap, it's made it just a little bit more sensitive. Can I suggest nobody out there moves?
Yep. Got it. Can he get out if we don't move?
Many minutes pass, and he shifts
Well,
very
no,
slowly,
sure,
and then freezes in
between our
place.
knees and for us, goodbye.
Another collection of minutes pass, and then he moves very slightly, and then freezes in place.
Mhm.
Another carefully curated selection of minutes pass. And then he moves slightly and then freezes in place. All the time he's staring at this light bulb looking device. You see a couple of Google's fingers just kind of creep out from between the crates and then freeze. And then some more time passes and a foot slides out. And then he freezes. Insert name here. Can I just point out that this may not have been one of your best suggestions.
My most sincere apologies.
I hope you took
Just
out
make
the
sure Bun Bun
extended
doesn't sing, eh?
warranty on me. Because this will void it. You see an arm start to creep around the outside of the crate, and the leg is like clinging on with just like the claw nails to slowly edge his way out.
Oh.
There's a lot of resistance between myself and the wooden crates. This is chafing.
Phew. Um, yeah, just stay as still as possible, waiting for Google to make his way out.
Eventually, Google extracts himself, and you see the blur of octarine-coloured light as he goes straight back to the box, and the lid just slams shut.
I'm not coming out for 3 days.
3 business days. Oh my. All right.
So
now
Mr. Pump was traumatized by the urchin. Now Google has been traumatized by the trembler.
yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll make our way back to. Do we still need to move slowly?
I would probably recommend making as little
Yeah.
physical movement as possible.
We will slowly make our way back to the corridor.
From the other end of a corridor,
Probably
you hear.
rollerblade.
From the other end of the corridor, you hear a clump, clump as Bun Bun steps backwards.
Uh-huh. Can we just
Are you, Eric? Is Mr. Pump still looking through the gap,
I could be. Yeah,
or
sure.
are you like Scooby Dooing your way backwards from the room?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of what I was planning to do. Yeah. Can I still see what's going on with the?
The clump, clump. You did see the ball just jiggle slightly on the springs, but the light is receding.
Okay. Let's just. Yep. Just keep backing away slowly.
Can I get dexterity saves from everyone,
Oh
please?
my god! Of course. That's a 12. Could have been much worse.
26.
Got a 16.
The rogue got a raw 13, but her bonuses will probably take that up to a 20.
Yeah,
Bun
she's
Bun in the
17,
mech
right?
suit.
Got a 20 dexterity.
I think she's got +9 to dex. Either +7 or +9. There is another clump clump as Bun Bun backs the mech suit out of the corridor.
Can I still see the thing? Is it?
Not now. You've managed to edge a couple of feet away from it, but you are edging away from it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna. Still slowly, please.
I mean, the corridor's wide enough that you could probably edge past the mech suit.
I don't feel good about doing that though. That feels a little rude. um, can we? I was gonna suggest if it's possible for me to pick up the mech suit, but like.
Okay, Eric,
Maybe
give
that
me a
rolls.
perception roll, please.
Oh wow, that was actually pretty good. 15.
I'll give you it with advantage.
It's not gonna be better. It is not better.
Okay.
That was a crit fail on the second one.
With a 15, you don't have stone sense. You don't have tremor sense, but given that you communicate through vibration, on the last clump from the mech suit's footstep, you heard what could be a very gentle ringing sound. Like a high tensile wire just vibrating ever so gently. And only because everybody is holding their breath to the point of suffocation can you even hear this. There's another clump from the other end of the corridor as Bun Bun backs out fully to make way for you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what would be protected this well?
A weapon of sorts? Something.
Artifact?
Yeah, something
Something they
someone.
don't want to get out.
Yeah, something they don't want to get out, or they don't want people to use.
And you'd think it would have a bigger warning sign. Or at least
Something
a
that
guardrail.
Something that. Would it survive the explosion? Like, why wouldn't you just destroy it?
Can it be destroyed?
What's that?
Could it be destroyed?
Yeah, right.
How it? I mean, you know that it's very difficult to destroy magical items.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mundane means usually have very little effect.
Yes, they may have. They may have it captured to trap somewhere. And
Eric,
bomb
give
in
me
there.
a history roll. With all your bonuses, if you have any.
Hardly. My bonuses. Well, I have a -3 to history, and I rolled a 4, so
All right, one.
yeah, a dirty 1.
As far as you're concerned, there's nothing particularly out of the ordinary here. Nothing to see here.
It's pretty.
Nothing to see here.
It's a very
Come
uninteresting
on,
object
nothing to
that
see
they're
here.
protecting, whatever it might be.
Gotta find
right.
out Mark disappears every once in a while.
All
I think
right,
I'm
so
just at the right angle from my camera.
yeah. Can we just head back into the corridor then? And
I've done the center one.
yeah.
Okay, it takes you a while because you're basically just taking like the slowest of slow steps backwards and moving out of the corridor. After a little while, that tingling sound on the edge of your hearing, or at the edge of your, I don't know, tremor sensing, disappears. but you don't know if it's because it stopped or it's just too far away.
Yeah.
As you step back out of the corridor, you notice that there is writing of a sort painted on the walls at the entrance to this corridor. Again,
Okay.
these are dwarven runes, but they're not words. They seem to be an abbreviation or a contraction of something.
And use the
Mm.
facilities.
Well, we're probably going to stop in a little bit because we've been on for about 3 hours now.
Google could maybe ask Google if maybe he understands what these runes mean. If he
Um,
understands.
Insert name here. The best as I can figure, this appears to be dwarven graffiti more than anything else. It's not formal dwarven writing per se. It looks like it's been just painted on with a brush, and that's not like dwarves. They would normally be far more formal in their writing. Of course, writing is sacred to dwarves. It seems to be a series of letters and numbers.
6, 7?
Oh,
No. C with a small number 6, or what the dwarves would use for the number 6, followed by an H with a number 2.
You sure it's not an E?
No, it's definitely a small number 2. There is an N and an O with another small number 2. And there appears to be some semicircular lines around that.
I know as a
so
player, I know what
anybody
that
good
is.
at chemistry? No.
I know it's chemical. I'm just trying to remember what chemical it is. I have to look it up again.
I'm wondering what that would even be under. Oh, that would actually be like kind of like Arcana.
It could be. It's more technomancy than Arcana, though.
Well, like under that kind of umbrella. So. Or you could say it's close to medicine.
Give me a medicine roll then.
Oh, you sure you want me to give you a medicine roll?
I'll even throw a medicine roll in there and see what the hell I get out of that. Nope, not with a 6.
Guess what?
You rolled a 1.
29.
The only one I rolled today. I guess I got just a little too cocky there.
So,
Yeah, I rolled a
with a 1, you recognize that combinations of letters and numbers would be a descriptor of a chemical compound that you have no fucking idea what it is.
I at least rolled a 6. I rolled a 3 plus 3.
You concur, Doctor.
Yeah, I realized. I mean, well, that's a chemical compound of which I cannot remember what it stands for.
It's kind of sad because if you calculate the rollout, I actually got an 11.
You've got like a minus 10 on your medicine.
10 to medicine.
Right, you're back in the main corridor. If you bypass this room, as you probably should have done in the first place, you can continue onwards.
What we're going to do is continue on the straight corridor.
You very gingerly continue walking down the straight corridor for about 10 or so minutes. And then it turns to the left at about 45 degrees. You continue for another 10 or so minutes, and it again turns to the right 45 degrees. So you've gone round a little dogleg. The corridor straightens out, and you continue for about another 30 minutes until you come to a T-junction. There is, it's a small square room, maybe about the size of a living room in a reasonable house or apartment. You have a exit going to the right, which you can see turns after not too long, and the exit on your left appears to be a set of kind of stairs almost. They're not steps, they're just large platforms that have been cut to look like stairs. Each one the size of a hallway or a landing in a house. And that's moving up towards your left.
So it's tiered.
Yes.
But that's the wrong direction. Most likely. So, head to the right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm abandoning that pen. Okay, you take the tunnel to the right. You walk for about 10 minutes, and then it makes a sharp 90-degree turn to the left. You continue for about 20 minutes, and it dead ends in a cave-in.
Oh, joy.
I guess, okay.
So I guess we
Backtrack
have to go back and pick the tiers.
Yeah, back here and take the stairs.
Okay, you make your way back, and
What did I-
you begin ascending the tiered staircase, so to speak. The elevation is very slight. It's not climbing much, but you are walking about a good 5 or 10 minutes on each tiered platform. And it appears to be curving around to your right. Almost like a spiral staircase, but each step is maybe a quarter of a mile long, and it's going round to your right. Once you reach the top, you see that there are pressure doors at the top. They are currently closed.
Obviously.
More pressure doors.
Yep.
Well, they haven't been stopping us so far.
Well, the interesting is you've pretty much left all the pressure doors open that you've been through, apart from that last one.
All right, so on that note, let's make sure to close them again.
Okay, you spin the handle on the pressure door. It opens easily. You see that the other side is also closed. You spin the handle on that one and open it, and it swings out away from you, opening into a long, large room on the other side. Now, this looks more like a long corridor than a room. It's just really narrow. It's wider than the corridor you've just come from, but not much wider. The ceiling is vaulted, and the carved stone supporting the ceiling are quite intricately carved here. The space itself is empty, but you can see that there are stone benches running along both sides of the room. And about halfway into the room, you can see there is a junction of sorts. It's not an archway or a doorway, it's just the shape of the room changes very slightly, about halfway along on your right-hand side. Brian, if you're sending your drift globe out into the room, after a few minutes you can see that there is a doorway at the other side. And these are pressure doors at the other end.
Okay. But no other exits?
Just the corridor to your right and the way you came in.
Okay. I'm guessing we're going the corridor to the right.
You want to give that
Yep.
as well?
Okay, you move into the room. Again, you see that there is debris on the floor. The place is relatively clean. It looks like it's been swept clean, but it's not pristine like the Roombas would have left it. So at this level in the mine, maybe there aren't Roombas circulating, but you can see there is activity. People have been through this space. There are scuff marks on the floor, there are drag marks, there's a very fine layer of dust or maybe some grit or some sand on the floor. It is decorated, it is attractive looking in a dwarven sense, but nowhere near as masterworked as the upper level was.
Sorry. Okay.
You take the corridor to the right. It stops very suddenly after about 5 minutes, and there is another pressure door in front of you.
Open the door.
Yeah. We closed the last one, right? To be clear.
You
Okay,
didn't, but
yep.
okay.
I said that we were going to do that now.
Saying you're going to do it and doing it are two different
Okay.
things.
Let's open this pressure door and close it behind us. Hmm?
You open the pressure door. I'm trying to make out what it is I have written on this part of the map. That looks like a
Deciphering arrow.
cupcake with a flag in it. What the fuck is that?
It's a birthday present?
Yes. We win, I believe, that's the symbol for it.
It can also be a dog kennel with a flag on it. What in the actual fuck?
A few hellhounds?
Ah! Yes, I remember now. Ah.
The fog has lifted?
In the room, it's a room the size of a large bathroom. Minuscule compared to what you've seen before. A little bigger than the room that you just came from with all the explosives in. There appears to be a dining table set in the middle of the room. There are 8
Okay.
chairs laid around this dining table. And in the center of the table, on a tablecloth, with nice little decorated doilies set around each seated position, you see a tea set.
Okay.
Covered in dust. There is a cake stand in the middle. There are 2 teapots either side of it. There are small jugs and small bowls. And at each setting, there are 3 plates stacked on top of each other, as well as cutlery.
So dessert, salad, and main meal.
Yeah.
In the
Time for
box,
tea.
in the center of the table, just next to the tiered kind of cake stand, you see a box, a wooden box. It looks like it has a flip closed lid, and you can see there's a little latch.
Okay. What?
So is the cat alive or is it dead?
Schrodinger's tea party.
Hmm. Is there? I wish there was like an something you could roll for intuition. Like,
Let's. I have insight.
yeah, but that's for like people. I want something for like a thing, like
Hmm.
a gut feeling. You know?
Well, that's what insight is a gut feeling.
I'm just thinking like this feels like a very weird scenario.
Like a suicide party?
Like
Could be.
I want to open the box, but what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Resist
I
the urge.
Google.
You know what? I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil on the box.
That's a good one. That's I like that.
Okay, go ahead and cast.
Is this another scenario where I take damage?
Or somebody else is going to take it. Where was that list? Damn it.
Only a first level spell, anyways.
So that's a D4.
Three points.
You cast the spell goes off. You can sense no good or evil coming from the box. But there is a whole lot of magic coming from the room, the table, the tea set, each of the play settings. And there's a tremendous amount of magic coming from inside the box. But it reads neither good nor evil.
The gods of neutrality. Death is a part of that pantheon too, eh?
The cave. Remember your time in the cave. Only evil is what you take with you.
I was more thinking of Dune. Put your hand in the box.
Oh, the Gom Jabbar.
Yeah. Pain upon pain.
Mhm.
Don't remove your hand from the box.
Aha. Okay, I found what I was looking for. Excellent. Right.
You found
Good
what's
or
in the
bad?
box
I did actually find what's in the box. And
this whole time.
unfortunately for you guys, it's written in Dwarven runes.
Which it's also
And
not like
everything
it's a sea.
disappears. Where'd the DM go?
It's written in dwarven runes.
Oh right, yeah, I know what that is. Happy birthday. It's a sign that says happy birthday.
Yep.
It's a
This is
cheesecake
not
in
the
the box.
This is not the happy ending you're looking for.
Okay.
So the reason why most of the notes that I've made for this game are physical documents that I hand out to players at the table, because that's who I've kind of written the game around. The parts of the game you're in now have been played physically at a table. Unfortunately, I can't really send you those documents. I mean, I may have to start sending you stuff in Discord that you will have to decode to understand the document.
Right.
But a lot of the physical puzzles, like the one that involved the ultraviolet light and the lemon juice, I can't exactly send that to you unless I post it to you now, when maybe 6 months later you finally receive it in the mail. Because Mark is off work at the moment.
Yeah, but that maybe the machines are getting fixed faster.
Can you guys even send, like, I can't send stuff to the US right now.
Really?
Yeah. There's several countries that, like, all the stuff that has been messed up by the administration currently, several countries just said, we don't feel like fixing it. We're just not going to send mail to the US. So
Oh, because of the tariffs and all that stuff, or whatever.
I don't know if it's the tariffs necessarily, but that's probably part of it. Yeah, I couldn't even send in my taxes. So
That's fair enough. We still get mail from the U.S.
yeah, no, we get
It may
stuff
take
from
a little longer.
we can get stuff from the US, but I can't send anything. So yeah,
That's pretty fucked up.
yeah.
How were you able to complete your tax return?
I had my parents print it out and mail it in for me from inside the US.
Wow. Okay. Complicated.
Yeah.
So insider information.
No, it's the inside man. Good old nepotism wins out every day. Okay, you have a dusty tea set, a cake stand, and a wooden box.
I would just like to pour myself a cup of tea. I'm kidding. I don't drink tea. I'm a rock. So
I would like to cast Mage Hand, which is a cantrip, and use it to open the box.
Okay, take your 1 point of damage. You open the box. The box is segmented, so it's got little dividers inside the box. You can see it's divided up into 12 sections. In each of the sections, there appears to be a little glass jar with a cork stopper. All except one. In that one, there's a folded piece of paper.
And here I thought it was going to be a bunch of eggs.
So you have 11 glass jars and one folded piece of paper.
I'm going to take have the Mage Hand while it's still out there. Grab the piece of paper and hand it to me. And
Okay.
I'm going to open. I will unroll the piece of paper and read it.
On the paper, and there is a sentence written in dwarven runes.
I speak Dwarven, so.
Okay, this is common dwarven. It's a slightly older dialect, but you can understand it. And effectively it says, make a perfect cup of tea. picking up some error, some echo from you, Brian.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. Been hearing it too.
Maybe turn my volume down a little bit.
So make a perfect cup of tea.
That's all it says?
Using your mage hand, you pick up one of the jars, and inside the glass jar appears to be tea leaves. On the outside of the jar is a little paper label with a nice little border around it, and in Dwarvish runes it says Earl Grey.
Okay, so apparently we have
So
to
we-
make the perfect cup of tea.
So it needs to be hot. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Tea. Earl Grey. Hot.
As you say that, on the table appears a steaming jug of hot water.
Yeah.
Google,
Boing.
how do I make the perfect cup of tea?
Google's hatch has opened this much, and he's just peering out of it.
There's no, the orb is gone. We're away from it.
It's like, it's just. Insert
So he's
name
kind
here.
of like this.
Perfect. Yes.
I'm sorry, insert name here. This doesn't look any safer.
Can Google see magic?
You've never asked him.
Well, I would like to ask him.
Well, I am made of magic, and I can see myself, so ergo I must be able to see magic.
Is that some form of I think, therefore I am, or so what does the room look like to you?
It looks like a very dusty tea party. Insert name here.
Okay, so you can't see one. That's all right. Does it look magical to you?
Not particularly. There is a gentle glow coming from within the box. But I
An
can't see
octarine
what's
glow, perhaps?
causing. I can't see what's causing the glow.
Okay. Could we check out the other jars, or at least one other jar?
Okay, you pick up. Marlowe uses Mage Hands to pick up another one of the jars, and reading the label, it says Sencha.
Okay, different types of tea.
I think the perfect cup of tea is a matter of however long it takes us to steep the tea.
Yeah,
Is there
but
a tea ball or something that we could pour the water through the tea leaves, or put the tea leaves in the water to steep?
There are a couple of teapots there.
what does Google know about making the perfect cup of tea?
Well, insert name here. Many cultures on the disc have various ceremonies that take place around the drinking of tea. In Ankh-Morpork, it is mostly dumped in a cup with milk. Some of the cultures on the counterweight continent, however, take a more ritualized approach to the making of tea, in which every movement must be carefully performed and considered.
Mhm.
And the reverence that they show the product is far greater than your typical Morporkian would.
What of the dwarvish customs?
To my knowledge, insert name here, dwarves do not drink tea. It may be a Morporkianism that have been picked up by some of the city dwarves, but tea does not exist in dwarven culture. It is certainly something that has never been recorded as being traded with the dwarves. Dwarves mostly drink beer. In fact, I don't think I can ever remember any record of dwarves even considering drinking water on its own.
Um,
How do they stay hydrated?
I think they drown.
what the teapots, or I guess there are teapots. What type of teapot is it? Can we tell?
It is ceramic, very a big spherical shape that kind of tapers up towards a lid with a stopper. You've got the curly handle on one side, and you've got a spout on the other.
Okay. So it's
Because
not made out of
Here
anything
is my
special.
handle, here is my bell.
so I'm a
Not
little teapot, short and stout. Here's my
Sure,
handle. Here's my
Yes.
oh bugger! I'm a sugar bowl.
So it's not made out of any sort of special material.
Um,
per
you
se.
see the little blue streak as Google hops out from the box and down onto the table. He taps the teapot with a knuckle. This one appears to be ceramic of some sort. Given its slightly translucent texture, I think this may be very fine china.
Okay.
Bearing
Let's
in
try it.
mind Ankh-Morpork proclivities towards tea, I do believe he pauses for a moment as he thinks. He zips back to the box and examines the labels on each of the jars. I think I may have an idea, insert name here.
Yes.
These teas all are prepared in different ways, although Morporkian culture would still be to dump cow juice in it regardless.
Right.
The teapots would indicate a more formal, could I say aristocratic, Morporkian approach.
Okay. So I
The
was
high
wondering if it was
quality of the china, of the tableware, would indicate very expensive place settings indeed.
okay. I was wondering if when I asked about it, I was wondering if it was like a purple clay teapot kind of Japanese tea ceremony situation, or
It looks very English.
yeah.
It's white bone china. It is decorated with some little gold bandings and
Yeah.
lots of little nana style flowers.
Okay. So what other kinds of tea do we have then?
Google leafs through the box. We
Huh.
have
Ironic.
sencha, we have jasmine, we have Assam, we have Ceylon, we have Darjeeling, we have Oolong, we have Mortella, we have that looks like masala chai. Insert name here. We have chamomile, we have Earl Grey, and we have English breakfast. As he reads out the various ingredients,
Mhm.
you see the dust starts to disappear from the tea set that's set on the table. You see other items kind of pop into existence on the table. A milk jug, a sugar bowl. And each of the settings, where there were just plates, you now have a half spherical teacup appearing in the center of each setting.
Okay.
There are 8 settings in total.
We have to make 8 cups of tea.
How much would one pot make?
The pots look like they could take a good litre of hot water. So 8 small cups of tea would be possible, yes.
Okay, so we need to make one pot.
Right.
And there are
One
2
pot.
Or is
pots.
it a case to where there's 3 teas that are incorrect?
Well, there are 2 pots on the table.
Okay. So I'm wondering what does Google have any insight on the type of tea that might be used?
The place setting would suggest noble or upper class Morporkian standards. Certainly, tea drinking in the counterweight continent would be on much simpler bowls, certainly with no handles. Pinky's out, insert name here.
Of course.
Which
And
types
the
of tea would
teapots
be-
are certainly Morporkian in style.
So which
Google
Which tea
lifts the
blend
lid
would
of
you
one of the teapots and sticks his head in. As I suspected, insert name here, absolutely no tar on the inside of this at all. Commander Vimes would be horrified.
It hasn't
what-
been conditioned.
There's no
There's no
patina
flavor in
on
it.
the inside of my teapot. How dare you?
So
Or sorry, that it hasn't been seasoned.
yes.
That's the proper term.
What tea would they
What tea would the upper class be
I'm
common with?
inclined towards a Ceylon or an Assam, Darjeeling maybe. Oolong could be a possibility. I guess I'm inclined to a tea that is more pure, like without any like herbal additives or anything, just a straight up tea leaf.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
I'm not a very big tea connoisseur, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the differences would be between them. So mine would just be all rolls.
Yeah, that's about what I'm about to do for Marlo to give him. I'm going to see if
Yeah.
a history roll, if he would know the history for the what would be
Yeah,
the
that's a good
upper.
idea.
I mean, I got a +7 to history, so nothing more.
Yeah. I got a -3, so I think you're better off maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the way my dice have been rolling tonight, I would
Get my crystal scones here.
Okay, what's the plan?
Marla, I'd like to do a history check for Marla to see if he could figure out what types of tea the aristocrats are most well known for drinking.
Well, as a bard, you have played for the well-to-do. You've played in pubs and taverns. Give me a roll.
All right, so good. 30-20, yes. 13 + 7.
Having attended many lesser noble events as the entertainment, you have observed everything from dinner banquets to formal afternoon sandwich arrangements with a little string quartet in the corner. you recognize some of the names that are mentioned. English breakfast, Earl Grey, Darjeeling, and Ceylon all ring a bell. And you do remember that some of these teas would have been served with milk. Some of these teas may have had a little jar of honey on the table to sweeten them slightly, to take away the bitterness. And all were drunk, at least all the ones you remember, were drunk in these semi-spherical cups, these very wide cups with pinkies out. Remember, pinkies out.
Yes. Very important.
I will relay this information to the.
I shall give
party.
you a visual aid. One moment.
I'm almost getting a Darjeet feeling.
Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm beginning to think the same thing.
So,
What did he say? He
This
said
is my-
Darjeeling.
this is what I would. This is my single serving teapot.
With a cup underneath. Yeah.
But that's what I mean by a large semicircular cup.
Okay.
So the teapot that you're looking at on the table is maybe a good 5 times this size.
Yeah.
That would be a single serving.
So it's a bowl with a handle on it.
So
That one is made of bone china. The large surface areas to allow the tea to cool quickly so that you can then drink it.
You said the Ceylon, Darjeeling, the Earl Grey, was that
Earl
one of the ones
Grey.
you mentioned?
Earl Grey and English breakfast.
English breakfast. I know that English breakfast is usually with milk, if I remember correctly, as well as Earl Grey, but maybe not always.
When I sent you that Fortnum and Mason stuff, how did you make it? I mean, I know it was a couple of years ago now.
Yeah, I did not. I don't believe I used any milk in that. At least not. I may have tried it once, but I tend not to use milk in my tea.
Well, same here. I don't usually use milk in mine either.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I usually go with some honey, if anything.
I eat peas with honey.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you eat peas with your tea or like in your tea. I was like, hang on, wait, I've not heard of that one.
No, at that point, it's a cup
Yeah,
of soup.
please.
Yes, I have croutons in my tea. I'm not French.
So I feel like
I'm not
There-
French. It is just toast.
I feel
Or
like
maybe,
there
or
is-
maybe a bit of biscuit.
I feel like there's a potential multiple answers, but it all depends on which one you choose.
Well,
Right.
there were
Which one?
milk jugs did appear on the table,
Milk jugs appeared. Okay, so
and not boob-shaped ones either.
Clockwork Orange. So is English breakfast always served at breakfast?
No,
Okay.
but English breakfast does tend to be a stronger blend of tea. There's a lot more Assam in it, and has
Yeah.
a higher amount of caffeine than most other teas, which is why it's
Right.
typically drunk at breakfast time.
Yeah. I was just thinking with all of we had a full meal here, right? Was that the setting?
There's settings for 3 plates, and now there's a teacup on top of the plates.
Okay.
And the stand in the middle, the silver stand, is like a multi-tiered stand. which would typically be for cakes and sandwiches.
Okay.
There's no platter or tureen. There's no 3 forks and 3 knives as you'd have at a dinner table. But there is a knife and fork.
So it's
I don't
probably
know.
like a brunch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say the Earl Grey.
Well, if you want to give me an insight roll, if you roll high enough, I might help you. You can all.
Hey. Where's my insight? Where's
-7.
Here we go. The -1, thank you. Or is that a 1? Yeah, okay. That's an 18.
18. Okay. From what you've heard from Google, from what Marlowe has told you, this is not a breakfast or a dinner setting. The arrangement of the crockery appears to be either lunch or early afternoon.
Okay.
And that may dictate what tea would be drunk at that point in the day.
4 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, it's always
I-
4 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, obviously in that case I wouldn't say the English breakfast.
I mean, there's probably some Californians, like, kind of pouring now.
Mhm.
Man. I only have a minor knowledge of like I have good knowledge of teas in general, but not like of specific like tea making. Um
I love the fact that I'm torturing 3 foreigners with tea making skills.
uh the thing is like it's also it's a little frustrating because it kind of it's down to personal
Your
preference.
local
as
group
you
probably
know.
had it done in like 4 minutes.
My local guys, yes, they it took them, well, given that everything is in dwarvish runes, they had to decode it. But once they decoded it, they did it in like a couple of minutes.
Oh,
Are there any other hints to be gleaned from this the surroundings?
Other than there's no Mad Hatter.
right.
And there's not a dormouse in the teapot.
I'm late for a report date.
That's the White Rabbit, yes.
Hmm.
Uh,
Or young girl in blue gingham.
That's just the kind of stuff that I try not to look at on the internet.
uh, I go with the Earl Grey. That's what I'm leaning towards.
I like the idea.
So then, I assume that the water is boiling or has reached a close to temperature.
It is steaming heavily, but there's no bubbles coming from the surface
Sure.
of the water.
Do we need to measure out the amount of tea? Are there teaspoons available to measure out the tea with?
Okay, which tea are you using? Earl Grey?
Yeah.
Who's making the tea?
I'll do it.
Yeah, maybe I was gonna suggest someone with a more delicate hand.
Okay, Marlowe, are you using Mage Hand still, or are you doing this by hand?
I will do this by hand now.
Okay, you pick up the jar of Earl Grey, and next to the box on the table, a teaspoon appears.
Open
So
the
there are
jar. And,
8 small cups, right?
There are 8 settings at the table, yes.
8 settings. Okay.
I will measure out 8 servings of tea into the teapot.
How much is that?
That would typically be.
Let's say in teaspoons. How many teaspoons would that involve?
At least 8.
I
Probably 15.
believe. God, it depends on who you ask. Jesus, I hate this.
Yeah, you're talking to people who don't drink
I'm
tea.
saying
For
this
fuck's
now
sake.
because, like, coffee, because you always have like 1 tablespoon of coffee for every 2 cups.
Right.
That's instant, you heathen.
Ew. They could have
No,
what
that's
I have
I
heard
drip coffee.
There's so
Is
much wrong
one-
with that.
what I have heard is
If
one
you make an
teaspoon-
espresso and you're grinding to espresso strength, so you're going to a fine or extra fine, usually about between a 1 and a 3 on most coffee grinders, you're typically looking at coffee 20 to 22 grams of coffee per 100 ml of water. That's not about teaspoons. Yeah. So I do.
All of that means absolutely nothing to me.
I do a lot of
Grams
coffee
and
as
milliliters.
well. But no, I started drinking tea, and my speciality, I blend my own teas. That's how I ended up sending the tea to Eric, because that blend that I bought was almost dead on perfect what I've been trying to achieve for years. And that's why I've still got a couple of packets of it in the cupboard. I stock up regularly. In fact, the last day of my course, the last 2 days, we'd all completed all our assignments. We didn't actually have anything to do, but we had to be there still. And I was about a week ahead of everyone else. So as long as I was there and not disturbing the class, I could pretty much do whatever I wanted as long as I was there. So I took my laptop in. I was playing Helldivers on my laptop at the back of the room with my earbuds in, so I didn't disturb anyone. But the last 2 days I took in my Ghetto Cinema system. So the old car audio equipment that's in the garage to do audio in the garage, I took that. I took my spare projector and my tripod, and I set up the cinema in the classroom, and we were watching movies projected on the wall with a 400-watt subwoofer at the front of the room. Which I could only balance by stuffing my jacket into the base port so that it wouldn't disturb the offices upstairs. We watched Jurassic Park, which I have in 4K, and we watched Sicario. And I'd spent the week, I put a poll in the WhatsApp group chat for the class to say, look, give me your options and then we'll vote on which one we watch. And Jurassic Park won. And then the final day, we had people bringing in food. So I'd already baked a couple of cakes the previous weeks. So everybody was bringing in food that they had made. And we had like a little brunch party. And I brought in my teapot and my coffee, like a drip coffee machine. And I had about 1 litre of really nice Fortnum & Mason tea and 1 litre of really nice ground by myself coffee. And then after that, we all went down to the pub and played pool.
I think typically it's 1 teaspoon per cup plus an extra teaspoon. That's what I've heard. So I'll relay that information to Marlo.
So what? Then 9 teaspoons?
Yes.
So I'll put 9 teaspoons in there.
Okay.
And
Every
then,
time you scoop a teaspoon into the jar and pour it into the teapot, you notice that the jar is not depleting.
okay, yeah.
So you measure 9 teaspoons into the teapot.
So infinite number of infinite combinations.
So that should steep for 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, you grab the jug of hot water. You can feel the heat is transferring through the handle. It's not burning you, but it's definitely was very recently boiling water.
Okay. Good. Do we have a timer? Can Google be a timer?
Google can be a timer, yes.
One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Okay, you pour the hot water into the teapot,
Mm-hmm.
replacing the lid back on the teapot.
Mhm.
Do you stir the tea after you finish pouring?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't normally, but like I feel like when you pour the water in, it kind of stirs itself. But that's
So,
just me. I don't know.
Marlo, how many times are you stirring?
Oh my god.
Twice. 2 times around.
Two full rotations, and then you place the lid back on.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
I hate this so much.
You tell me.
Because I hate it because I want to get it right so bad.
No. None of us fucking tea.
Google stands watching you, and then are you asking Google to time?
Yeah.
How long for?
I.
4 minutes.
I want to. What you said? 4 minutes?
Yeah, you said what, 3 to 5 originally?
Yeah.
So
All
let's
right.
go with 4.
Yeah,
We're
let's
right
do
in the middle.
4.
So Google stands there looking at his empty wrist. Okay, insert name here. 4 minutes starting now.
Wait.
Just stand staring at his blank
Does
wrist.
he actually know, or is he just? I don't like it.
As he is doing this, you see not only is there a milk jug now on the table, but there is a small porcelain bowl with lemon wedges appearing.
Oh, fuck off. You and your fucking smug grin right now can go.
Hey, you didn't blow yourself up earlier. I'm gonna have some fun.
Listen.
Yeah, I think Sam might have been a little pissed if we blew ourselves up earlier.
I'm just an
You're along with
American.
us.
I'm just an American trying his best, okay?
Sam wouldn't be able to help in this either. She can't stand tea.
I think the fact that I got the amount of tea right, as far as I can tell, is a win.
Sorry. As an American, I Googled what are the best teas to eat to drink in the afternoon.
It was all the ones that you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lemon wedges. I've never put lemon in tea in my life.
I have an iced tea, but that's an iced tea.
Yeah, which
You
is
also
I definitely
see
wouldn't be putting lemon and milk in tea.
So on the table, you have milk jugs, you have a bowl of lemon wedges, and you've got a small jar of honey with one of those weird spoons that have the ridges cut into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Insert name here. 3 minutes elapsed.
Huh? 3 minutes. Is that?
I am actually timing this.
Now the question is, with your local game, did you bring in a teapot?
Did they even find this room? Did they even go to this room?
I should have brought in my actual teapot. Yes, that would have been excellent. I
Well, you did
didn't
say
prep.
yes. They knew what they were doing.
Was this
They knew
even
what
a
they were doing.
difficult? Was this even a difficult thing for them to figure out?
Oh no,
They said they did it
they
in a
figured this
couple
out in
minutes.
under a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Insert name here. That is 4 minutes.
All right. Pour the tea. Fucking pour it into the.
I'll
Into
pour
the
the.
cup.
I will pour 8 cups of tea.
Okay. You pour 8 portions of tea out into the cups. Are you using a strainer?
Preferably. Yes.
Well, I asked if there was a strainer ball or something like that before. But I guess
Well, as you pick up the teapot, what looks like a small round strainer with handles on either side appears. You pour 8 cups of tea through the strainer. The strainer's catching the odd leaf that flows past the neck of the teapot.
Can't have leaves in the tea leaf.
Is this going to be some kind of like trick question where it's like it's impossible to make the perfect cup of tea and fucking I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Are you serving this with milk, with lemon, with honey, combination?
Milk and honey is my.
It's the land of milk and honey.
That's
yes,
my
I will
best.
probably do the same milk and honey for my glasses, my cup as well.
So Earl Grey tea served with milk and honey.
Sure. I don't.
I guess I hate
Oh,
this.
Picard
I
didn't
hate
usually
this so
have milk
much.
in his.
Okay, you pour a small splash of milk into each cup. You see the dark brown liquid go like a light tan colour. And you drizzle how much honey in? Quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon?
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon in each one. Once you've completed all 8, you stand back and you see all 8 cups empty.
Nothing else happens, I
Is that
assume.
good or bad? I don't know. Has anything else happened?
Nothing else has happened. The cups have emptied. Essentially, it looks like everything has reset.
All right. So that was the wrong combination.
All right. Is there any other any other way to know what to do here?
Marlo, do you want to give me another history roll?
$17.
You don't believe milk would have been used with Earl Grey.
Okay. So that's like an English breakfast kind of thing.
Okay,
English
so-
breakfast and Assam would definitely require milk because they're very strong teas. At least the British drink them with milk to temper the bitterness and the tannins.
And I don't know if I can get an answer to this, but is there multiple options or is there only one option?
There are several options, but each of those options are done in different ways.
Right. Okay. I would like to repeat the same process without the milk.
So using Earl Grey,
Yeah.
9 teaspoons of tea.
Yes.
Pouring in the hot water.
Yeah.
Still stirring twice.
Yes.
Sure.
You pour out 8 cups. Are you adding anything to the tea?
Honey only.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's no. It's like it's just
Wait,
the Earl Grey itself.
that might be true because it's just.
Marlo, can you give me an insight roll?
Centrically plus 3. Dirty 20.
Can I do?
Okay, dirty 20. 17 plus 3.
Just as Mr. Pump, just as you're putting down, because it's Marlo that's doing the pouring, just as you're putting down the teapot and you've just finished putting in the last of the servings of honey, something jogs in the back of your memory. And you reach out to the bowl of lemon wedges. And you place a wedge of lemon on the saucer of each teacup.
Okay.
You watching in the centre of the room, and there is a flash of bright light from the cake stand. But instead of populating with lots of little sandwiches with the crusts cut off and lots of delicately decorated cakes, there is a single item standing in place of the stand. And it is a narrow rod, maybe 11 or 12 inches long, painted white. Looks like a long pencil.
And that's why you want to grab it out of the room.
I will pick it up.
You pick up the rod, and all of the table settings disappear. The tablecloth, the table, everything. You're just standing in an empty room holding a white rod.
Do you look a little awkward?
Does it feel magical?
Do you have detect magic?
No, but I do have Arcana. I don't know if that could be helpful.
For all you know, it could just be a white chopstick.
Okay,
Did you want me to cast Detect Magic?
go for it. If you don't mind.
Okay. I cast Detect Magic.
It does give off a magical charge.
I only got 2 casts left. Oh.
Oh, is that like
Yeah,
something?
1 point this time.
So the rod does radiate magic.
Okay, I'm gonna take this at this point in time to. Okay. Sit down with it. I'm going to ritually cast Identify. It'll take 11 minutes to ritually cast it. Do I take my damage from that too?
I'm just checking the exact school of magic, but this is going to realize. You perform your ritual, and the rod is giving off conjuration traces.
Anything more? The longer I sit there with it.
All it can tell you is the school of magic that it comes from.
Okay.
You detect no good or evil from the rod.
So it conjures something.
So conjuration spells that transport creatures or objects or creates them. Abjuration are protective barriers and shields. Divination are spells that reveal information, locate objects, predict the future. Enchantments influence, manipulates, or controls. Evocation is magical energy to damage. Fireballs and such are evocation.
Mm-hmm.
Illusion is to deceive the senses or create false sounds and images. Necromancy to manipulate the forces of life and death. And transmutation that alters the physical properties, like using the mending cantrip. So this is conjuration.
Mhm.
Transportation or creating objects or creatures.
Mm. It's very useful. Possibly.
Like maybe creating a door.
Right. Or teleportation, perhaps. Just have to figure out figure out how to unlock it.
Eric, can you give me a insight roll, please?
Insight. Ugh. 7.
Something about this looks a
Nicole,
little
no?
familiar.
Something about it looks familiar. And we're not counting the one we just saw in the room with the explosives?
That might be it.
Okay. Is it going to conjure explosives?
Do you want to give it a wave and find out?
You said that the room next to this where we came from is a very long corridor.
Yes.
Can we go out there and put it at the other side of the corridor?
What, and just leave it on the floor?
No, I mean like use it, I guess. I don't know. What the so it just looks familiar. It does it look like anything apart from the one that we saw
On a 7, I can't tell you any more than that.
Yeah. Does Google know anything?
Google can tell you no more than you already know. But even he considers it. Well, he thinks everything looks familiar.
Fair enough.
Been there, done that. Bought the tabard. Okay, you are in an empty room, holding what appears to be a white stick. Could be a chopstick. Could be a wand.
Is that what it is? It's one half of a set of chopsticks, and the other one's in the room. The explosives. Don't use them together.
And I think that's where we are going to call it a night.
Yeah, it's pretty late for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
About
shooting.
1:30.
I need to leave for shooting in about 6 hours, so it's a good thing I've got the guns out and ready. Right.
It'll be a rough day for you tomorrow.
Do we have anyone that you would like to recommend for a raid?
Oh. I'm not seeing anyone in particular.
Yeah, kind of same.
So I'm just
I
looking
don't think
at.
any of you guys watch any of these.
I'm just looking
Because I
at
got like
other.
Foster, look at all that juice. Lily of the Graves and Breeze Knees.
Looking at all the D&D
Easy to roll.
streams.
Ugh.
Hmm.
See what this missed phone call was. You should-
Work calling you?
No, I'm sure. I wonder if it was the nurse that's supposed to see me tomorrow.
Well, there's a D&D group playing, but they're in German.
I'm gonna
Let's
jump
see.
off, check the voicemail. My normal visiting nurse is on vacation this week, so someone sending somebody. Maybe she was calling me tonight to schedule the appointment. Oh. So that because there's a number I didn't recognize, and I turned my phone off, figuring she was going to call earlier. So.
Right, there's a couple of D&D streams playing, but the ones with the low viewer numbers mostly have avatars rather than their actual players. The one I was going to pick are the Germans, so nothing they're doing is broadcast in English. Okay, there's one here, only 5 viewers. Not like we're bringing much of a group with us, but... Okay, right. Let's get that ready. So, for everybody that has been watching, and as always for VJ for supporting, thank you very much. We're going to raid out to El Ravager. Currently playing session 4 of Greying Wildlands Exandria D&D. I'm not familiar with it. But it looks like they've got quite a large and diverse group there. One of them looks like Pedro Pascal. At least the avatar does. We are going to try again for 2 weeks' time for my game. But in the meantime, did the raid go? Did I not do that right? I missed off the @ symbol. Where's my countdown? Have I forgotten how to raid?
It's a /raid, not exclamation.
No, and that's too many slashes. I've forgotten how to raid. It's been that long. There we go. So, once again, for everyone who's been in the chat, thank you for joining. Hope you've enjoyed the session, and hopefully we'll be resuming back to Friday nights in 2 weeks' time. Sam hopefully should be feeling better by then. And in the meantime, thank you very much, and let's raid out.